reintroduce people back and we'll just... Alright guys, apologies for the delay right here, but we are back with a very intense game between AOT versus Ban of the Hawk. As you can see in front of you, the score is tied even Steven 7-5, but it is AOT who get the second dragon of the game. And Darkbreaker is again with me, and Darkbreaker, like, you know, what are your thoughts on the game state so far? Because like you said, blue team, right, they have the scaling advantage, and now they got Infernal as well, right, which will make it a pretty good situation for them heading into later this game.
I think the blue side, if they don't int and they don't run it down, they should win this game definitely. Like, they are 7-5 and they have the scaling comp. They also have the Infernal Dragon, which is gonna benefit them so much.
Yeah, and we can see already, right? They try to seize the mid lane and just instantly TF dies yet again. The TF is currently 0-4-4, but then yeah, the return kill happens. Leeson gets a kill back, but not bad saving his mid laner. But you know, Volcanic. Yeah, Volcanic definitely not having a great game so far. And, this is one of the guys we touted as one of the best mid laners in the scene. Struggling on this TF pick right here, and he is an Orianna player himself, but the fact that Orianna was picked against him does not bode well for him. But in a very even Stevens game, right, with Infernal also going to boot Darkbreaker, it does look like AOT are in a great spot. And you know, can this Leeson be impactful late game as well? Like, we have to ask, right, because we know that J4 is gonna be tanky and will have some level CC, and Leeson will sort of fall off. But he says he seems to be playing his heart out so far.
Like I said, Corki, Orianna late game, very strong. They have the Gragas, J for front line, and Nami for peeling. But if the Corki gets caught like in the mid lane, then definitely the red side can still win. And it depends on Leeson trying to make plays happen. But the TF is gonna be, I feel like, a Twisted Fate that is behind in the early game, and he's 0-4. It's gonna be pretty useless in the mid and late game compared to Orianna.
Yeah, and
but Kai'Sa's doing fine. Kai'Sa's doing fine, gold, where she's about even with the Corki.
Yeah, that she is. Actually, Kai'Sa, even after, you know, being a death down, is actually doing quite well in the marksman lane. And I think Foxwild, right, we've spoken about this guy being as one of the premier carries of Ban of the Hawk. It's really going to be up to him to make sure it happens. And the next couple of team fights will really determine if, you know, Ban of the Hawk can come back, because they need a couple of good team fights to get them back in the game right now. Yes, they have a 1,000 goal lead, but like you said, you know, the later game goes, it's not going to count for much. And the mid lane siege is yet to happen, but there's a lot of wave clear happening. And at this point, the teams are looking to go top side. Kai'Sa could be in trouble right here. Gragas just instantly jumps on her, and this could solo be a kill. Can he get one back? No, he cannot. J4 uses his category.
I think they can force Baron now.
Yeah, they can definitely.
Okay, they need to kill mid first.
Yeah, they did use Nami's tidal wave right now to get the pick on the bot lane, but I think TF at this point
okay, flank coming in with the Gragas.
Flank does come in. Leeson uses ultimate onto the Gragas, but will survive. The Orianna ultimate fluffs at this point, as Janna will survive, so the skin of her teeth at this point, and Garen is also there. The Baron, but now it might not look like it might happen, Darkbreaker, but
I guess just try to siege mid lane. They have the Orianna and Corki.
Yeah, they do. Let's see if they can get the mid lane, however, because it's not going to be easy for them to do it when we have so much tankiness in front of them. Here comes Twisted Fate as well in the mid lane. I think they should look to get back on the siege, and this now Gragas could be in trouble, does get judgmented on his fate, but he survives.
Gragas almost gets caught there.
Yeah, lucky him that he did survive. And
I mean, to be honest, they can just group 5 people in the mid lane, and they should just outpoke them and just always get a few shots onto the mid turret. And the moment you get the mid turret, you open up the map, you can go for deep wards, you can shove the wave deeper, and then you can go for the bot turret as well, secure the next dragon, and then set up for Baron.
Yep, and you can see right now, right, Dragon is coming in just 8 seconds. There is no Janna ultimate, there is no TF ultimate, there is no Garen ultimate. But on the side of AOT, everyone has their ultimates, right? If this is a time for them to take the Dragon, now would be the best time before the ultimates get up. But let's see if AOT can push that pressure right now, because they do have a TF sitting with a gold card there just to make sure they can poke out at this point. And Nami does land a bubble to the Garen. The Garen is just too tanky at this point, and this is going to be a very close fight. I feel like this is a fight where, you know, if one team wins it out, they might just end up snowballing it, because they could potentially get a return Baron off of this. And Blizzard is already down to half HP. Darkbreaker, they're not looking good for AOT. But Nami should have her heals to, you know, protect her at this point. And Corki, even though he's roaming around, it does look like both teams do not want to start this. They realize the gravity of the situation. You know, one wrong foot in this would end up probably costing them the game right here. And you can see a 5-man or a 4-man ARAM happening. They really want that mid lane tower before they start.
It's 100 HP. I mean, it's 100 HP. They do. Oh, okay, Nami wants to engage.
Yeah, Nami they engage as well. They try to
Orianna,
Fuguros as well. They get the mid laner. Yeah, they do get the mid lane here as well. And do you think this is going to be good? Is this cue for them to do Dragon right now?
I feel like the blue side is playing the team fights not optimal. Like, it feels like they're playing a little bit too passive considering the comp they have.
And now you can see another fight happening. Cataclysm
Okay,
does get used. Kai'Sa. It was, but Kai'Sa does survive, but Garen does
Nice,
not.
they got the
Meruem
kill.
dies. Yeah, that's not good for them. I think this is another pick that will help them out. Meanwhile, RPG-san trying to do what he can, but
Okay,
Gragas with a
they're gonna
beautiful
clean up.
body
Jump
slam.
in. Except jumping in.
They do try to jump in.
Yeah, see, Corki,
AOT.
see. That's what you should do, Corki. Good job, nice. Go
I
in.
love it.
Corki has to-
Darkbreaker cheering on the Corki right here, and the Corki doing
because they were already low life under the turret and the Gragas went in, so
God.
Corki just follows up immediately. He just
Look at what mechanic right here. He gets himself 2 kills out of the blue, gets himself another couple of kills.
The least wait, the Twisted Fate did I just said the Twisted Fate's gonna be useless. He gets the
Oh my
Quadricus somehow.
god, did you see
Oh
that
my God.
1v5 coming out from Volcanic? Gets himself a quadra kill right here, Darkbreaker.
Not bad. Hey, Twisted Fate, maybe need to nerf him. Actually gets the quad kill and he gets the mid as well. That was
Yeah.
a good team fight in the end for them.
Yeah, and look at the goal lead. He just gets to be the highest goal lead after those 4 kills right here. Just when you thought, hey, you know what, this could be the start of the end for Banner the Hawk, this guy gets himself a 1v4 clutch quadra kill, 13k nearly gold lead, the highest on his team by far. 4 items, DB. We were talking about how he might not get to scale, but after that fight, things have just completely turned around. And
Actually, if they pick off like they do have the pick of potential, and if they catch Orianna or Corki, like if Corki dies, they might be able to force the Baron and come off on top. So it's gonna be interesting to see if Twisted, because now with this much gold lead, he can basically one-shot like Orianna or Corki.
yeah, he absolutely can, and I think this is just about who can get caught with the gold card. Look at that, even on the Gragas, who's the most tankiest member, the HP is actually gets taken. And see that-
Look at Orianna ultimate!
oh my god, that was so beautiful right here, right? The Nami into Orianna ultimate. This is the second time that they've done this DB.
Beautiful.
And this time they get the TF as well, so no more quadra kills coming out to them right here.
You can
And
go
this
for Baron right afterwards.
Yeah,
Go
let's
for
see.
Baron.
Let's see if they do that. But that one team fight, beautifully played by Stax and Blizzard, right?
It was a very good engage by J4. Like Jarvan jumped in, and then on top of him was the Orianna ultimate.
Such a beautiful combination. And AOT playing a proper team fight comp, which is not something you see often from them, but they are executing it quite well, right? And with Baron going over to a team with Orianna and Corki DB, can the Lee
She
Sin
gets
try to
the
steal?
kill
Oh,
on
Lee Sin
Janna.
looking for the steal.
Okay,
Lee
just
Sin-
zone him.
Oh, look at the zoning.
No, he's gonna die. He's gonna die before.
3 people trying to zone him. Just make sure
I just
no
saw
way in the
going
world a steal happens. And AOT get the Baron right here. And this could potentially be game 1. What a game, man. What a team fight composition. I mean, AOT playing that really well. And this could be the end, right, DB? This is now with Baron and a 5k goal lead. It's looking like...
Yeah, they can just go 1-4, get the remaining bot turrets, yeah, and then siege in mid lane and bot lane, I guess. Like
Yeah,
1-4, 4 people in the mid lane, 1 person in the bot lane, and they should be able to even get 2 turrets. Like the Corki Orianna poke is gonna be so strong with the Baron buff, and I don't think if no one gets catch or get caught off guard by having a bad position, there's no way they can defend the siege. Because Orianna and Corki is just gonna run them down. They have the front line, very aggressive dive on Kai'Sa already.
Yeah, they wanted to really make sure that nobody even can protect this inner tower, and they do have the Gargoyle Stone Plate and the Nami heal to prevent that. And like you said, they need a great catch, but AOT seem to be playing with the book right here, right? DB, they're not really gonna give away, misposition themselves at this point. And Orianna does use her ultimate to win again, but a 1-2-2 split coming out, DB, it does look like they will get the
Actually, they're
impulse.
trying 1-3-1. They are trying to get all 3, like trying to apply pressure on all 3 lanes at the same time.
Yeah.
And Nami ultimate coming out. They get the bot turret, the mid turret is almost down. With the next wave, they're gonna get the mid turret as well. And Okay, Java taking a lot of damage already.
Yeah, he ended up rowing in the wrong way at this point. Swifty does use
Gragas
triple,
ultimate.
man.
Oh, Gragas ultimate very aggressively gets the
Yeah,
Janna
but
kill.
they don't.
Up
The Orion
nice for
ultimate was used yet again, but let's see if it's able to get a lot of damage. No, it does not. Jarvan does use his ultimate as
Okay.
well. They get the tower,
Yeah.
but they lose people. Oh, the
Actually,
stun
they
coming
get the
out.
kill. They get the kill. That was
This could be
very
game.
aggressive engaged by. Yeah, I think they can handle it. Yeah.
Well, there you-
Backward teleport. Yeah, the minions are just gonna kill it anyways. But yeah, game one. I mean, I did predict that they should win it if they just play it cleanly out because the comp is just way better. The red side comp just really relies on Twisted Fate and Lee Sin to carry the early game, make plays happen, snowball, and then hopefully, win the game before 15 minutes or before 10 minutes. They should already knock on the tier 3 turret. Otherwise, there's no way they're gonna win it because Jarvan Gragas, very tanky front line. Nami peel, like if she pressed the ultimate correctly, there's no way for them to kill Orion and Corki, and they have so much poke damage. There was just no way the blue side should lose this game if they play the comp correctly, and yeah, outdrafted.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you. They were not supposed to lose this, and they didn't lose this. Yeah, there were a couple of hiccups, and throughout the game, if you look at the goal chart, right, it's a very even Steven sort of game. Yeah, it's a couple of thousand goal lead for the red team, right? But the moment you entered the 15-minute territory, right, and everyone had items, the combination from the Jarvan and the Orianna and the Nami was just completely enough. They completely steamrolled Banner the Hawk and just went and got the Baron and just ended off the game. And Volcanic, he tried to somehow make the game a bit more fun by getting a quadra kill at this point, but it wasn't enough at this point, and BOH do lose game 1. AOT are gonna take away game 1. Game 2 will be starting in just a few minutes. It's a best of 5 series, guys, and AOT are coming out with comps that definitely seem to be more 5v5 oriented. I think they realize that to beat BOH they need to just probably end up playing the same thing that they play and be better at it, because they have done that. And like you said, the better draft definitely playing out and the better draft definitely winning as well. So guys, this is it. AOT have taken game 1 in this best of 5 series, but do not go anywhere. In just a couple of minutes, we'll be starting with game 2 as well. And as the loading scene, and we're already here. Apologies for the delay, by the way, for the stream. We had a very short issue, but we got that fixed. We're all good to go at this point, and let us know who you think is going to win the next game, right? Because it's a best of 5 series. It could happen that Banner the Hawk could make a comeback debut, right? Because Banner the Hawk didn't look bad. It's just that they just didn't have the draft that could end up winning them the late game. So that's something that I think we'll have to witness.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they're gonna adapt in the next drafting phase, because I feel like the red side comp is just they rely too much on winning in the early game, and their only late game security is maybe the Kai'Sa. If she gets going, she can win the team fights. But the blue side is just so like. That's like this is one of my favorite comps, and I think this is like one of the strongest comps where you have two tanky frontliners. Like you go Jarvan with the gargoyle, you go Gragas with the gargoyle. You have two very tanky frontliners. Then for support, you have an enchanter who can peel. You can go Nami, Janna, Braum. Braum is not enchanter, but Braum is good at peeling as well. And then you have two poking champions. So this is probably the most consistent comp. And going for aggressive Lee Sin Twisted Fate comp, those champions, you basically are running out of time. Like, if the game goes past 10 minutes, each minute more, like, each core item more, you basically lose the game.
Yeah, I think...
And I said it in the draft phase already, that the blue side is going to win this. Like, if they don't run it down and go 0-10 in the first 5 minutes, you're not going to win this game.
Well, there you have it. Like DB making the calls from draft itself, and I completely agree. Like, it just worked out so well for them. Game 2, they'll have to change sort of things around, because the double tank, the double the composition is definitely working out for them, and AOT as well, changing a bit of their playstyle. Now they are very versatile in how they want to play as well, and if they've definitely went with a safe game 1 comp. And I have a very strong feeling, right? Because I know AOT as a team, right? They will play something fun this game. They want to play aggressive because now they have the 1 game cushion or the comfort. And in fact, BOH will be under pressure right now, because they have to make sure that they can't give away another game lead, because that's going to be very interesting at this point as well. We are into the lobby, guys, just so you guys know, and we have a couple of minutes as well. And I want to ask Darkbreaker one fun question before we head to the second game. Darkbreaker, you have 4 accounts in Challenger. You play so well. Why are you not in an esports team?
Oh, because I want to focus on like playing competitive is so time consuming because every day you will have scrims for I don't know 4 hours or something. If you play two scrim blocks, so you play two best of fives, and then being like making YouTube content and trying to stream at the same time and playing scrims, it's just too much. And right now, I think competitive is still in the beginning stages,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't feel like it's worth playing competitive, like putting so much time, like at least in the Europe scene.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like it's not worth. If you don't, if you're just focusing on competitive only, then it's fine. But if you're trying to make content for YouTube, try to stream on Twitch and do competitive, it's just too much, and therefore I don't feel like playing competitive right now.
So it's just it's not right now. Maybe in the future, you might be.
Maybe in the future, but I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer already. Yeah, I'm kind of
Come
old. What
on,
the
bro.
hell,
Who
man?
has 4 accounts in Challenger who consistently gets
No,
on top? And you're saying you're a boomer, man.
I'm a boomer already. So kind of hard, against those young players, the 16-year-old prodigies. It's just too hard.
Oh.
I don't, it's just so hard.
But you've played against some of these EU players in solo queue as well. So what are your thoughts on some of the best Baron laners? Being you are a Baron laner yourself, who do you say is like in your if you had to give a couple of people a shout out saying in the EU server, who gives you like the
Oh.
toughest time in the Baron lane?
I think he knows it anyways. The number one is probably random. Like he has, let's see, his account right now is rank 2 in Europe
Who
with
is it?
80.
Hmm.
It's random from game loss. It's an 80% win rate, rank 2 in Europe 700 LP. This guy smurfs every game. He's probably, I would say he's the best Baron laner in Europe right now, and
Wow.
he's gonna be in the LAN event as well. And then
Wait.
otherwise. Laning phase wise, who's the hardest? I would say in general, Leon is very good as well. One
Mm-hmm.
of the best Baron laners, plays flashy champions, Lee Sin, Fiora, Camille, um, Pantheon Graves. So he
Oh.
likes to play aggressive Baron laners in general. So he's also considered one of the best Baron laners. But I don't play him too much
Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't play any ranked here. Ranks, he just plays scrims. He just plays scrims. I can't blame him. Playing ranked is not the best experience right now.
Got
So
it.
I can't blame him.
Well, such a huge
And
face for
then
random as well. I really want to see him play. I don't know if he ever streams or if he's going to play the LAN event. We'll definitely have to keep an eye out on him.
I was talking with him, and he has the equipment to stream right now. He has the Elgato, he has the adapter, but he
Ah.
is too lazy.
Ah.
He's too lazy. But I'm spectating one of his gameplays pretty soon because I've asked him, can you hook up the boy?
Uh-huh.
Send me a gameplay so I can spectate it and I can use it for like a review.
Nice.
So yeah, he's if you guys want to learn from one of the best Baron laners, maybe if he's gonna stream, but he's probably gonna be too lazy to stream. But you will see him in the LAN event in 3 weeks, 3 weeks. He's gonna be in Stockholm competing for game logs. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Absolutely. So there you have it. Darkbreaker, we already follow one of the best Baron laner in EU already. It's you. But
Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you. Nice.
so we'll just make sure. Actually, it's very interesting. You said that. I hope that I'll definitely follow his games as well. I'm also a Balender, by the way. I also played in this tournament, but I came third. So now I'm casting instead, and my team's happy about that. But it's just fun to get to know some of the best players to follow because a lot of the Indian audience, you'd be surprised how much they watch you and Hells and a lot of people who teach about Wild Rift, right? So definitely something that they look up to and also something that they get to learn a lot. So maybe it's like a boon for everyone that you're doing content right now because I think that's what the community itself needs. Like there is enough people who can do esports, right? But there's not a lot of people who do content creation and then do it so well, right? So that's I think definitely a plus point having you being on that content creator bandwagon. Alright, so we are just about to get into game two, guys. The bans have been done. At this point, I'll just spell it out for you. Nami, Galio, J4, Ziggs, Brom, and Gragas. And I think we are about to get into game two, guys. Let us know your predictions because It's gonna be interesting. I will ask DB his predictions after draft because he's always gonna give me the most objective opinion at this point. But before we get into that, hopefully, guys, just a minute or more. So, Band of the Hawk just needs around a minute to get ready. It's a best of 5 series, so it's okay if you drop game 1. You can still come back in game 2. Enough games, we were 2-0 up and we lost 2-3. Anything can happen at this point, So let's just hope that we are in for an exciting series because how teams adapt in games or between games is also testament of how good they are, right? If they can play better or ban better, right, then I think they also have a chance to go. And we are heading into the game, DB. Let's get into it. Game 2 happening. Hopefully, Battle of the Hawks surprises us as well with a draft that they can end up taking to late game, or maybe they can do something crazy with the early game and never have to go to late, right? So
I can see Camille's open, Cardi's open, Leeson is open against Sincho. And otherwise, what's a really highly contested picks like?
so
I think Camille being open and Akali being open usually. Any other team will probably pick them, but last game Akali was open as well and no one went for Akali.
So I think what happened with the nerfs to her, people just felt like she's not strong in India. Like I think they nerfed the passive movement speed, and also another ability, right? So people just felt like, oh, she's not that strong. But like you said, I agree with Camille is a strong pick, and jungler and Baroners do play it. But the Indian meta seems to not be focusing much on Camille as much as maybe other regions do. And again, you see Lulu getting picked up. Now this is a very comfort comp for BOH because their marksman is the main carry DB. Like Foxyu is the guy who will, like, if you give him a enchanter support, the dude will literally try to carry you.
Is Varus still open? Yeah, Varus is open this time. Open. I think they can just go for Varus now. Varus Lulu combo, or they actually go for Senna.
They go for Senna? No. I think they do go for Senna, and it seems to be a Senna mid lane. Is this a very hyper protected AD carry composition? Because
wait, is it Lulu mid lane? Because the other guy is hovering Ness. So Senna Ness is bot lane and Lulu mid lane. Or Lulu top lane. Lulu top lane is also actually no, they're connected. Never mind. Lulu mid lane.
Man, BOH is like going crazy with this picks, making us think where is anyone going?
Like last game Varus was banned, and this time they have Lulu and Varus is open, and they don't go for the Varus, and they go for Lulu mid lane instead. They go for the hyper carry master heat combo.
Oh my! We've seen.
I'm not sure if that's. I've not seen it competitive, so I'm curious. If it's gonna work out.
I'm quite curious too because that definitely means their jungler is now playing Nasus bot with their mid laner. Their support is now playing mid Lulu, and their ADC is now playing Master Yi. This is some next level strategy coming out from BOH that I think is a cheese. We can call this a cheese. Like they're just trying to cheese your opponent, right?
And red side AOT is going for the same comp. Like it's almost like the same comp, except for the Nami. They have Leona as tank and heal, and Xin Chao instead of. It's literally the same composition playstyle. And blue side switching it up completely, going for it's Renekton top lane. Senna Nasus, very popular combo in the bot lane, and Lulu mid lane. It's a hyper carry Master Yi combo.
Yeah, and like Lulu went Ghost as well.
Lulu the attack speed on Master Yi. So interesting to see.
She will, and she has Ghost as well, just to make sure she doesn't get caught out. There's Nasus to give them magic damage in the early to mid game because he's gonna go AP Nasus. And on the other side, like you said, scaling composition, but then you have a Master Yi and Lulu, right? Like, it's hard for me to say what scales better at this point, but what do you think, just like looking at the drafts, do you feel like BOH might just win this because of the way that they're trying to play, or do you think that the standard comps still win out?
Wait, let me see you compare. I'm just wondering if you can stop, like, they have the silence on the Master Yi with the Garen, if Garen just focus Master Yi. They have this Leona stun on the Master Yi. Xin Chao can tank a lot. I feel like Master Yi is gonna be very hard for them to kill anyone. Like Garen super tanky, Xin Chao tanky, Leona tanky. How do you reach Corki if he doesn't move position? And Orianna with the poking. If she positions herself well, I don't see how Master Yi will find the opening for the engage. Or for the even team fighting. How does he want to team fight? Because he has to deal with 3 tanky frontline who are gonna try to CC him.
Yeah. So we
Renekton for engage, Nasus cannot play. maybe AP trying to poke people.
And I think AOT definitely want to fight these guys because they're like, it's the mastery, he's weak in jungle, let's go for it. But Renekton roams first, and you can see a fight happening DB right here, and you can see Foxy could get his first blood right here, gets the first blood, Mastery gets the kill, he will potentially die in the process. No, not really, the red buff is insane, the kill is double kill going over, triple kill for the shield.
Oh my god.
Oh, the shield is insane, another fight is happening, but this could be in trouble. Oh, never mind, it's a 2 for 2.
Oh, wait, why was the Leona not there anymore? Did she back off while they're fighting? I wasn't...
No, the Leona just roamed and she went into the Orianna.
Yeah, sure, she came late. Okay.
Yeah, she came a little bit late, but damn, this is 2 kills to the Master E, right? Baron would be happy with this trade, though, won't they? Because they got first blood and they got...
Sincha went for the heart invade on the blue buff, and he missed the smite, just didn't get the blue buff, and then they just jumped on him, and Garen was later than the Renekton.
Yeah, but this time they retaliate heavily with DB because they go in for the Lulu. Lulu survives to a flash, a nice bit of E cutting him, but again, who gets the kill? They get another couple of kills.
Oh, the Orianna also nice.
Oh, this is huge. The rotation comes as well, and here comes shutdown. Who will the shutdown go to? It's gonna go to the Orianna right here.
Huge already.
Yeah, 3 kills. Yeah, you thought for a second, but
She and Luden. Like not the full Luden, but she can already build Luden before the Dragon team fight.
Man, this we thought for a second, right, that this is gonna be a game where Master E carry could potentially come out, but AOT like, you know what, guys, nah, we're gonna make sure we keep him down. They get the shutdown, 3 kills onto Orianna as well, and they have a goal lead in this game. And Master E, he's still not behind, by the way. He's still like 1,800 gold ahead of the jungler. So different champions are ahead in the team, right? They're still playing to their strengths. Like you said, Orianna would be one of the carries for this team, and Master E would be the actual carry. So in that sense, I would say it's still going okay for BOH, but that doesn't help them at all. Another fight's happening though. Yeah, and Nisus has to use his ultimate as well. Yeah, but the stun does land. He will have to flash away as well in the process, and he does run out. And AOT get another flash and an ultimate, and Orianna sitting in the bushes waiting for someone to come before you can catch him. And Blizzard, like this Orianna player, looking really strong in both the games. And again, Nasus could be in trouble. Does get stunned by the Orianna, and again they're looking to get the kill.
Another kill for now.
AOT is
also
proactive.
They dive further. Okay, Leona.
Oh, nice. I mean, stacks, I think that's worth, right? He gets the wave push.
The wave is going to crash, and that's where they're going to lose experience and gold. And remember, they lost the summoners for the Dragon team, right? So, gonna be for the bot lane. Like, Senna is a free kill right now. Like, no summoner spells, and Xin Leona can dive up pretty easily. Oh,
yeah, so there's nearly a 2,000 gold lead, right, coming out for AOT.
I don't want to be pessimistic, but I don't see how the blue side is gonna win this game. Like Orianna 5-0, like the Master E needs to be a super 1 vs 9 carry, but how do you deal with the Xin knockup?
You don't, because you can try to, but it's just too late for them at that point, because they get another pick off, and they are using this Leona very well, aren't they, Darkbreaker? Because every time there's a fight happening, it's a Leona who engages, right?
A lot of plays happen. Good engages so far.
Yeah, and I think now they are like, you know what, we don't even want to trade objectives. You get the scuttle, they say to the jungler, and when the team is going to get the dragon. This is some crazy combination. What level of domination is this from AOT?
They are actually getting both, I'm just gonna say that.
Oh, the head could be in trouble, honestly, at this point.
Oh my god.
Oh, but the head
does go. Orianna saves it though.
Alright, you put that as worth. Machi again uses flash, gets a kill as well. Now this could be the redemption of the E, but then again he has to. Oh, he does use his shield. He's still too far. Does end up using ultimate to kill the Senna and Lulu as well. The Master is, but it does look like, you know.
You can't cocky. Yeah,
Corki wants that. Oh, he interrupts it as well. That's crazy. The Renekton has to get a kill is not enough.
Oh, he shot himself.
Oh lord. Ban the hawk.
This is not looking good.
This is looking horrible at this point. They're still trying to their effect, and the Master is getting some kills, DB, but this is not working out.
Really well though.
Yeah, he's really trying to get those kills. Yep.
Master monkey good lead.
Yeah, he has the goal.
Ocean Dragon and 6-1 on Orianna. Leona, so far she is very aggressive and she's finding those engages with dash.
Yeah, 6-1 and 3, right? 9 out of 11 kill participation coming out. They get the dragon, they get the herald, and while the master is getting fed too, the goal is still hovering on the same. It's around 1.5, 2,000 goal. It just feels like the tempo advantage is going to this thing. And the Red Tail, like you said, doing really well, has red buff to himself. And Garen has to be a bit careful because he's falling behind around 1,000 gold. So there are different champions who have different goal leads on the side of AOT or BOH. But overall, with the Orianna getting to her item power spikes, it's gonna be really up to Master E to maybe kill the Orianna. If he can do that, right, DB, maybe BOH win this because like
Orianna is 7k compared to Lulu 3.5k.
Yeah, they're doing the funnel strat, right? They're trying to funnel all the gold to
yeah, but that's a huge. Like the Lulu is basically a support. She's not gonna do any damage because she doesn't have any gold. So all she can do is just press the attack speed on the Master Yi and pray that he's gonna 1 vs 9 carry the team fight somehow.
Yeah, that's literally what she is gonna be, an ult and a shield bot at this point. All the gold being, you can see already in the middle, right? Lulu's giving all the gold to the Master Yi, but falling herself so far behind. Where, you know, she just ends up being a shield bot. Let's see if the strategy works out for them. I don't think it is so far. The Herald also being used. This could be the first star going down, and I don't think the Nasus or Senna...
It's going to be very hard when you put all your baskets, like all your things into one basket, like all into the Master Yi basket. Like if they just... like the issue is the red side has too much CC. If they just focus their stun on him, he's just gonna die pretty easy. Oh, actually, okay, 1 for 1.
Yeah, not worth it for BOH again, right? Because they need to get more than just 1 kill. Like going 1 for 1, not bad.
They're losing 2 turrets at the same time.
Yeah, and Kale could be in trouble. Never mind, he will survive. That's very close. Oh, the ignite does end up killing him eventually.
Just get the kill onto the copy. Nice.
Yeah, but look at this in the bot lane. AOT are getting not more this 1-2, maybe even a 1 plating, I would say. I mean, the mid tower also not gone down. The Garen being tanky enough. He's trying to clear the minions, but Nasus is like, you know what, ignore the Garen, just kill everyone.
They do get the mid rest.
Yeah, but he will at least die in the process. So getting 1 mid lane tower for 2 bot lane towers, maybe still worth it for AOT, right? Because they get a lot of gold from this.
I feel like the AOT team is, like, considering their lead, they are giving too much back in favor of the blue side. Like blue side should be getting snowboard harder than they're getting right now because they are trading too much considering their lead. Like if you're in a lead position, you don't want to trade objectives like that because you shouldn't lose any objectives in the first place.
The Renekton could be in trouble right now, and the Renekton could be in trouble right here. He gets stun out from the Leo. The ultimate is just not gonna be enough as Garen also uses ultimate to kill him. And the only one of the champions who was doing well from BOH again dies, gets caught out right here. Senna's like working through stacks, but she only has 35 stacks.
Gets a platinum up, nice. They should get the mid right now.
Look at this, Leona. Yeah, but like, who do you think is favoring DB, right? Because it does look like AOT is winning on every rotation, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like every time BOH want to do something, AOT is doing it better. AOT is the one.
Maybe get the
let's see what happens. Oh, the silence is there, but the auto attack is enough. He can get one more as well. Has to flash away. Yeah. No, he doesn't have ultimate. He used it in the bot lane for the next game, right? Yeah. So, that's gonna be close, but still getting more kills onto the Master. He is 8,000 gold, the highest in his team. Gold is being funneled 2 items.
Maybe he carried this. I feel like I feel like AOT is doing a lot of mistakes. Like in their position, they shouldn't be giving so much back to the Master that he can even be 8k gold. Like the gold is not that big. It's just 3k. It's just a 3k gold.
You can see another fight happening. DB does look like they want to go after the Nasus and just instantly kill him. There we go.
Just pops immediately.
This is so bad for BOH.
And it's Inferno as well. It's Inferno.
Yeah, not giving that away. Master might just end up dying for this kill. Let's see if he can get it. But again, stealing against that kind of competition is not looking good. Let's see what happens. Renekton does use his ultimate. Here comes the Master DB. The Master goes after the Orianna, gets flashed, instantly dies the Orianna and the Gunner.
That's what I mean. They just like Master Yi goes in there, they focus on me, just pops immediately. What can Master Yi then do? Even if Lulu presses all of the abilities from Master Yi, if they just focus on Master Yi and that front line is not that good.
Yeah, and they get the Infernal, you know, and BOH came and said, hey, you know what, let's do some cheese, but you know what, AOT were ready for it. Like, no, we love cheese, bring it on, you know, like we love they just dealt it so well. And now I think they're in a very significant lead, right? 4K with Double Dragon, Oriana super fed. The only time they lose DB, like how do you think BOH wins from here, right? Like maybe if they miss position, because it's not looking good for them. Like I don't see a world where they end up winning this unless of
Like
course
maybe if they they do have this route, they have the renekton stuff. Maybe if they trap and have Coffee or Rihanna. But otherwise, with 5 versus 5, they're not gonna lose one single time. Like, they should never win 5 versus 5 now.
And that's what they're doing. They're trying to send Lulu together, and this is guaranteed to be tossed. If he does end up getting baited by the mastery, look at the damage to Lulu is not enough. He ends up dying in the process. Yeah, he does get a kill, but it's a 1-for-1. Blizzard will use his honor to survive, and now comes Kale. Kale is like, you know what, I can be there as backup as well. And now Kale will be in trouble. He does get dodge a lot of the things, and the Lulu. Leona and Orion ultimate combination, they are able to get another kill back, and look at this aggressive flashes for a kill.
Oh, he had the wrong target. He renekton instead.
Yeah.
He could have killed. Who's Nessus? Yeah, Nessus. One hit.
Could have killed the Nessus, but they end up still getting that kill onto the Renekton, and the Leona and the Oriana still survive. So AOT, you know, they extend their goal lead even further. They get the first tower as well. And I think it's just a matter of them getting Baron at this point, because if they get Baron, then there's nothing a Master can do to stop that siege anymore, right? Until they get the Baron, maybe this still could be a chance of a comeback, because he has 3 complete
Oriana, like if Oriana doesn't miss position and stays really safe, I don't think there's a way for them to win. Like the last team fight, the Oriana was kind of frontlining against the Renekton and took so much damage, but if she just positions herself behind her front line, Leona, Garen, and there is, like I said, the red side is just an outskate for free. They have the Corki they came, Oriana they came. It's the same like in the last team talk, and Leona the opening again.
Again,
and did you see the damage? Like Senna just popped immediately, get the Senna kill, and now they can just force Baron.
They can, just 0.5 sec, triple ward coming out from AOT, a lot of synergy apparently, but they want to get to the base as well.
It's a free Baron. It's a free Baron.
This is a free battle for them. The Oriana ultimate does I don't even think it matters, and I think they just want to get the tower and then go Baron, or they just want to get the mid in the middle.
They might try to go for 4-3, but I think they just go for
Baron. Just go for Baron. Oh wait, they are doing something else. They're baiting, yeah.
Actually, they are gonna get the kill here, maybe?
I'm not sure. Mastery Fox has to do whatever he can. Mastery gets the kill back. Put this with the redemption. Put this with redemption. He's untouched at this point. The damage is here. Oh, never mind. The double kill comes, but he still dies, baby. Well tried, honestly, but I think AOT should have just gone Baron, right? They should have just gone Baron at this point.
That was definitely too greedy for them to overstay there and trying to force the play there. And the Oriana just pops immediately to the Master. Like somehow the Master, he jumps into 5 people and he still managed to kill 2 people. I don't know how he does it, but I guess the Lulu buff is just too strong.
Yeah, I mean, this is scary, right? You saw a glimpse of what could happen if the Mastery was left unchecked, right? If this happens another time and they get a complete ace, this could all but be over. AOT, yes, you're in the lead, buddy, but you all have to be a little careful against the Mastery, right? Crowley himself plays a lot of Mastery, so he knows the strength of that champion. I think AOT realized that...
Maybe if the red side AOT forces Baron, they get like, maybe a little bit low from the Baron buff, and then they find the right collapse. Like Mastery gets 1 reset, killing someone who got damaged by the Baron. So I think that's the only way they can win the team fight. But it's possible actually.
True. And now the fight for Mountain Dragon is about to happen. 5v5. I think AOT should look to poke a little bit, because, you know, they are champions.
Yeah, they are the poke. They should poke more.
You see a 5v5 happening at this point, and, you know, Nasus isn't double does die. Here comes Mastery from the back. He's going to get
so he gets the reset? Or he's just going to die.
On 600-800 damage on his face as he looks to die in that process. Not looking good, actually. Mastery trying to do what he can, but still AOT, you get the win, right? They get 3 for 1, and they might look to get the other kill as well. That's a 4 for 1, and this is going to be a comfortable Dragon, potentially even a Baron. I guess, you know, you saw some potential of what BOH were trying to do, right? You know, we could see glimpses of what they wanted to do with this composition, but the early game and this Oriana and this Leona, right? I think specifically both of these champions definitely, you know, allowed AOT to win a lot of these early game, mid game team fights, and now they're just getting the spoils of war, right?
I think if Garen only focuses the silence on Mastery, he just counters the Master Yi immediately, and he's not gonna do anything anymore because he can't use his abilities anymore.
Yep.
And and Fiona as well, she also has to stun on Master Yi, and if Master Yi tries to jump in, gets a reset, he gets stunned, he gets silenced, and Garen ultimate true damage from top, he's just no matter what.
Yeah, and this is why we keep saying, right, Master Yi, if you wanna play him in competitive, you know, there are smart people in professional, they know how to counter him with the champion picks and how you play them, right? And AOT is showing that even if there is a Master Yi, there is a way you can counter them.
Oh, I mean, in some conditions you can try to go Master Yi, but definitely not against a team composition that has a lot of CC. Otherwise, the moment you try to jump in and get reset, you just get CC and then you can't play the team fight anymore.
Yeah, and they are looking to go into Odin ultimate, does not land. Yeah, but they will have to run away. This could potentially be the inhibitor tower for them. So good engage from AOT, good disengage from BOH. Yeah, but Dulu ult and Master Yi ult are still up. So maybe if they want to do one last Hail Mary, BOH can. And AOT are looking to win.
I didn't even see the Orianna. I think she missed it.
Yeah, she missed it when Zin went in. So they that's why the damage was not that much. And BOH were able to disengage at this point. But now with the mid tower going on, this Garen needs to be quite tanky to right. This is going to be the mid inhibitor going down. He just tanks his face while he sees this happen. And yeah, like, well, the cheese didn't really work for them. DBM have to go back to game 3 at this point and hope to do something else.
This game is definitely a win now for the red side. I am just wondering what's the answer coming in from the blue side. Like, are they, like 2 times now they played the 2 tanks and then Corki Orianna. They also banned the Ziggs. I feel like maybe the blue side should also try to poke against both. Because clearly the poke comp is just better for the red side so far. Like 2 games they play this team comp, they're winning it. Pretty easy, I would say.
So true, right? Like, I mean, they either have to ban it or pick it themselves. Like, we know for a fact that Foxwild plays Corki and Volcanic plays a very good Orianna, right? So they can just steal away the comp they have to. But AOT, without showing much in both the games, have taken away 2 victories for themselves, right? So they still have a lot that they can offer as well. But
they have the Varus open. They have the Lulu pick, they have the Varus open, but instead they went for the Lulu, Master Yi, cheese. So, I think that's just that drop. Like, they tried to cheese, it didn't work out. Maybe let's see what. Maybe they're bringing something special here for the next.
Yeah, Fox is trying to go in for the all, and he does end up doing his GA. Look at the HPs at this point. He does end up landing another ability. Can he get a kill? Oh, he's quite close to getting it. Uses Zonya as well.
He might get the reset.
He gets the reset. Fox gets the reset. Oh, another
He gets the reset.
Oh my lord. They get the ace, but the waves are pushing towards them. Oh, AOT.
I'm just saying at this goalie, they're just insane. I can because the goalie is 11k and before the event was even big. I'm actually surprised that the Master Yi managed to get the.
Well, you think there's a possibility that they can maybe clear these waves and go for the Baron or the Elder. They're both spawning in 25 seconds. Maybe delay this game even further because there is still 20 seconds on the deck. Oh my god. DB, what would you do if you blue side? Go for the Elder, go for the Baron. What would you do here? Or what would you do at all?
I mean, you definitely need to contest the Elder because if they already 3 dragons on the red side, and if they get the game is over because Corki Orianna true damage with 4 dragon Elder is just gonna be too much.
Yeah,
so,
I think like
they need to steal it somehow. They need to steal it somehow.
Well, Fox, it's on you, buddy. Can you steal this dragon? 10, 9, and 5. What an interesting scoreline from the Master. 10 kills and 9 deaths coming out from him. And now you see the fight happening, but with double super minion waves pushing in DB, you know, like it's not looking that good because all AOT have to do, right, is just wait. Right, to have the minions push in and then they can look to go.
They also have to poke. They need to poke before they start the fight. They also have to poke.
Yeah, and at this point, like,
I feel like even if the red side starts the Elder, the blue side can poke them down. They only have the Senna, maybe for some long range auto attacks, but besides that, they don't really have to poke.
Yeah, Senna's the only one who can do that level of poke, and you can see Leona is there. The Elder has started, mind you. It's a lot of HP on that Elder. They don't really want to do it. They're just waiting again.
They're crashing in. They're crashing. I think Sharon should fight teleport.
Oh, they get the catch.
Oh, Leona opening. And Orianna missed the the ultimate again.
Yeah.
Kinda wasted.
Yeah,
Kinda
they get
wasted.
the kill on to Nasus, and here comes Mastery. He has to go.
Also, he's trying to run on. Oh,
Yeah, Blizzard is using only to buy time at this point, and Foxy also is there, but doesn't matter. The waves end
Oh,
up
the
winning.
minute!
Oh my god! What a game.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I
That's
mean,
why I said Garen with teleport can just split push,
yep.
and with the
Just-
minion wave, someone actually have to defend it, and then he can teleport for the Elder. So I think he should have done that one.
Yeah, and again, I think Oriana, honestly, with the early to mid game, right? Like you saw what Machi wanted to do, but the better draft not only won, but I think the players are playing the draft very well, aren't they, TV? Like they're trying as much as they can to poke before they fight, and they're
I
really
think
focusing on.
Leona did so much work. Like you see the Oriana's most goal, most kills, like the Leona found so many good engages. So definitely good tanky engaged support player.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the damage chart as well. You can see Mashi tried to do a lot of damage, but Oriana right there, so did the Corki, right? Bringing in the same level of damage as well. And the BOH now are in a bit of a pickle, aren't they? Because they are 2-0 in the series, and they tried the cheese to win themselves a game, but the cheese sort of backfired on them. And now it's gonna really be about how they come back and do a 3-2, a reverse sweep. It's gonna look not that easy for this team right here as we head into the next lobby phase at this point. But like, what are your thoughts? Do you think there's a comeback happening, or do you think like at this point AOT as players or as the way that they're drafting just seem to have a better idea of how to execute this BO5, because they seem to be quite comfortable so far?
I feel like the team fights are not. I feel like the team fights are pretty close. So maybe if they go for a strong team fight comp, they can win it. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if they can. Like obviously, the red side 3 times is the charm. They're gonna go for the same comp again. 2 tanky, like tanky jungler, Wukong, Xin Chao, Jarvan. Top lane, Garen, Gragas, Malphite, whatever tanky, and then they go for. They've been 6 before, so
Yes.
6 Oriana strong in the mid lane, and then for poking
Corki.
champions on ADC, then you have Corki, Varus as well.
Yeah, they have their identity pretty much
I
set
think
out.
they need to match. I think they need to match the comps, like poke comp against poke comp, because so far the team fights, even though they had the inferior team comp, in terms of team fighting, the team fights were kind of close. If they go maybe team fight against team fight with a similar team comp, I feel like they can definitely pull it off and get one win.
But the thing is, like, now they have to play under a lot of pressure as well, so they'll probably play a lot safer. AOT on the other hand are like chilling, and that's a team that they're like ex Dota 2 pros, DB by the way, so they've played a lot of international level tournaments. Now they've shifted to playing a PC game to a mobile MOBA game, so they generally tend to do well under pressure. But this new team, right, on BOH's side, it's like they're not that experienced in terms of playing competitive tournaments, so it's going to be really interesting to see if they can hold on to the pressure, because that's really going to determine if there's even a chance of a comeback, right? Like you said, they have the comms figured out, and they seem to be executing it quite well, and they are in a position where they can just chill for a bit and just like hopefully get that done at this point, right? So yeah, let's wait and see. We have a couple of minutes to get back into it, and I think I will leave it to chat. By the way, chat, if you have any questions that you want to ask for Darkbreaker, anything about the meta or about a certain champion or about how you think about anything at all, feel free to let us know in the chat. And then we can hopefully get some this thing. Darkbreaker can break anything. Okay. That's one of the comments. Others, so we wait a few minutes till we get some questions going in at this point. And on the blue side, I feel like this time they have to end up. They have to start stealing away the picks, don't they? Because if they don't get the Oriana or the Corki, or they don't pick Varus themselves, they might be in a bit of a pickle coming out right here. So. Okay, I think Darkbreaker's mic is Baba. Like, can we just check if everything is cool on DB side? I can hear him perfectly.
Yeah, I see as well, but can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you perfectly. I don't think there's anything
Yeah,
on
if
your
you
side.
hear me perfectly, then it's not on me.
But that's only when he just said. Otherwise, there isn't anything at this point. So So it's fine. I think at this point it's great. So we are looking to start the bans in just a second. And man, for how excited you are about this finals, DB, like the fact that it's going to be a 2-0 or a 3-0, definitely one team is coming out a lot better or on top, right? In this game. And let's wait and see. But just quickly, your thoughts on couple of both the games at this point, and like any sort of thoughts on both the teams, or just your thoughts on the whole series so far.
I think they're playing it pretty solid, like a few mistakes here and there, but overall, like their rotation is not bad, and they're playing the map decently. I mean, you saw when they had the lead in the right before, like they got the team 2 in the mid lane, and they could have just gone for Baron and get the Baron for free, but instead they overforced too much. So I feel like decision making wise, they should play more cautious and maybe play more for the bigger picture or just for the objectives when they have the opening to do it.
Cool. That makes a lot of sense. Like they definitely can work on that a little bit better. Griffith is good is asking you, ask DB how come he is so good at Camille. Well,
Why are they writing the voices cracking? Like you hear me normally, right?
yeah, I'm hearing on stream as
Yeah,
crack.
so
Okay.
it's not on me, it's the stream. Oh, or not.
Yeah, I think it's let's just check once, Baba, if everything is fine on your side. I think it's good. I can hear you pretty clearly. We'll just quickly check it, guys, before we end up asking more questions to DB right here. Let's do this. Like, can you quickly maybe rejoin Discord once, this channel, if you can? Maybe that's like you can fix it. I guess we're just getting DB to help out, making sure we can.
Okay, test. But I just restarted already before.
Oh, okay.
Laggy was. I think it's their connection then.
Yeah, just looking quickly at that production wise. Baba, if you can just check. I'm
Let
also
me
checking on
open it
stream.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on stream.
Okay, wait. Can you change the region to? All right. Let's test this quickly. Can you hear me, DB?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. All right. All right. So the first.
Test.
Very good. Very
Okay,
good.
nice.
First, the
Yeah,
first.
stream settings. Camille question. The guys want to see the Camille or hear the Camille
Why
question.
are you so good at Camille? I mean, like.
I mean, basically, you need to practice the champion. Like in the beginning, I had a really bad win rate on this champion as well. So you just have, first of all, practice the champion a lot, and then secondly, watch my guides because I made so many Camille videos by now. If you guys have watched the Camille guides, I would say you should be able to like know the basic mechanics because it comes down to using her passive correctly, obviously. Because every time you trade, the passive is going to give you a shield, so you can trade within the shield and have positive trades. And also mechanically wise, you should try to practice the hook shot. The hook shot in general, because you can combine the hook shot with the flash to cover more distance and stun the opponent immediately without them being able to react. And also you can combine the hook shot with your second ability. So the moment you're traveling, like you're dashing, you can already use your second ability at the same time. So by the time you land, you can slow the opponent immediately down. So that's something that I like to do almost every time. Like every time I dash, I always use the second ability at the same time. And then obviously the ultimate, you can lock people first of all, and secondly, the ultimate, if you time it correctly, you can you become untargetable when you're jumping up. So you can use it to dodge abilities. Like if you time it correctly, you can even dodge a Darius ultimate. So Camille ultimate very good and underestimated in terms of dodging abilities.
I agree. And I'm a Darius main, server top 100, but I've had the cases against Camille
Also
where
100.
Yeah, so but the better Camille is definitely just wait for you to press your ultimate and dodge. So that's honestly like a very good tip as well. And one of our viewers asked, Darkbreaker, have you ever tried Indian food, or do you like Indian food?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've eaten a lot of Indian food actually.
Oh, what
Oh,
kind
I
of
don't know. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at remembering the names,
Alright,
but
you can describe to us how it looks.
I like to eat spicy stuff. So
Oh,
Indian cuisine is pretty good. Like they have so much variety and like very healthy options or recipes in general.
awesome! Like this is great. If you ever come to India, Darkbreaker, just let us know. We'll make you take you
Yeah,
out and
true,
have you
true.
all authentic Indian cuisine that you can get anywhere you are. So that's
Like
great, guys.
Indian restaurants here are pretty popular. Like a lot of German people, they love to eat Indian or Asian food. Like curry, spicy stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Awesome. There you go. Like there you have it, guys. Darkbreaker is one of us. He loves Indian food too. So kudos to them. Stark is asking, DB, will you look to analyze, or are you interested in analyzing any one of the games today on your channel, maybe? Because you know you sometimes do game reviews as well. Uh, I mean that's out to
Ah,
honestly, but
yeah. I
Mhm.
was actually thinking about recording at the same time, but actually, I mean, you can just use the stream here and just use it for content because I'm basically already casting and analyzing at the same time. So I was thinking about recording at the same time but since I'm using the OBS, I can't do it at the same time. So
got
maybe
it.
I will just use this VOD and maybe do some voiceover in some certain parts. But yeah, it's definitely not bad.
Well, there you have it. Great. All right, guys, we are looking to get into game 3 as well. 2-0 is in favor of AOT right here. We're going to go to game 3 just now, DB. And again, let's wait and see what happens because, you know, a lot of these games are being decided in draft. Game 2 was honestly a bit of a cheese attempt from AOT, but now AOT, sorry, a cheese attempt from BOH. But let's see if they change the stats again and go for something standard because, you know, we are seeing the Galio bans come out yet again and, you know, Nami bans as well, Ziggs ban as well. But the Corki, the Oriana, I think those are the very contested picks, right? If they get those two again, then you can build any comp around that. Like you said, the double tank with Gragas, J4 or Renekton or Garen. There's so many options that you have. But Garen is also banned out and Oriana is also banned out this time. So maybe something different might come out from the other teams.
I feel like Corky's open Gragas. Okay, they go for Gragas. Maybe pick Corky away, guys.
Yeah, maybe they have to pick Corki away this one,
Oh,
but
don't go
they
for the Twisted Fate. No, no,
I think he feels that the Oriana is banned out, so he goes for it, and IMC goes for Lulu yet again. So not picking Corki may end up biting them back a bit. Let's see what happens because
Oh,
Kale,
they don't go for Corky actually.
yeah, they themselves they are not looking to go for the Corki. I mean, they want to just get something else, play something else as well.
I mean,
And
his Twisted Fate is good, but I feel like maybe you should try a different composition out. Like they're going for a pretty similar comp. Oh, they go for the Lulu Vayne Hyper combo.
oh, they want to pick the win. They showed the win and then they change it back. I'm not sure if that's another strat from them, but yeah.
RPG Son is already picking it. And
there's
Darius.
okay. So Gragas into Darius. I think Gragas does definitely wins the lane, but Darius once he gets 5 stacks can look to outplay here. But the Vayne Lulu DB that definitely
Oh,
gives
it's the
them,
Ari pick now. It's the Ari pick.
yeah. But what do you feel now?
I did say it's not bad. I did say has potential to be very good. Good poking champion, good pick potential. Her charm in teamfights can be. If you catch people with the charm beforehand, that's a game changer. Jarvan is a tank. They do have a tanky frontline again, but
Yeah.
their poke is weaker. But Kai'Sa scales in the late game very hard.
True. But with the
I-
Vayne with the Lulu though, with the Vayne with the Lulu DB,
Yeah,
like
I
that's
feel like
gonna scale
the
better.
comp is good.
Yeah.
Have the
Yeah,
Darius frontline with Lulu, Wukong engage, Twisted Fate for CC. I think they can catch people with the Twisted Fate and the Darius pull pretty easily. And the Vayne Lulu security in the late game. I definitely think they have a solid. Yeah, I think teamfight wise they're even.
Yeah, I
Actually.
think this is the first time where we feel like both the comps like have the front lines and the back lines for them. And I think this is going to be a very fun series to watch because this is a game that
I think
BOH
I
have
think
to
this
win.
would be the closest one. I think this would
Yeah.
be the closest game.
Yeah, you guys are watching the Wildlift India Circuit Finals with our guest caster Darkbreaker, guys. This is game 3 of the finals, and it's a 2-0 in favor of AOT. But game 3, with the drafts that we've drafted, does look like it might be an even Steven sort of game. Let's see and wait what happens. But you can see already, DB, right? Like with the Ari, with the Leona, right? There's definitely more catch potential coming out, perhaps from AOT. You feel like at least in these 2v2, 3v3 skirmishes.
They have good engages. They have the Leona engage again. He played very good in the last game. Jarvan was also pretty good. He has a good catch potential, good engage. And then obviously Gragas, he has the ultimate to catch people off guard, and then the dash flash combo to engage onto them. But at the same time, this time they don't have the strong poking lineup like beforehand to abuse the fact that they have 3 tanky frontliners. But Ari, she does have solid poke, and
Yeah,
at the same time, she has the catch potential.
Yeah, that's exactly like what I think they will capitalize. And you know how Crowley is, right? He doesn't play J4 to scale. He's like a guy who will look for the level 2, level 3 sort of fights. And Gragas and Darius matchup, honestly, like, I think if Gragas can keep distance and just keep poking, right? He should be in a good spot, right? And I think we might be in for one of our most standard early starts where both the teams aren't looking to do anything crazy. In fact, just waiting for perhaps an opportunity where somebody's caught off guard. But the Vayne Lulu, right? They just want to scale, don't they, DB? Like, they don't really want to fight early. They're happy just getting into even farm. And, you know, you can see Leona roaming just to make sure they point out where the jungle is. They do find out. And we may see the first fight happening around the Scuttle Crab because J4's coming in for as well. Well, I think at this point, yeah, the bot lane is where the fight is going to happen.
Yeah,
but
they're just gonna trade.
Yeah.
He goes top scuttle.
I thought for a second.
Darius is getting kinda low to be fair.
Yeah, I think he could be in trouble as well. Yeah, and he Swifty does have his honey fruits as well, so does the Darius, but I think he just wanted to push it out and back away, which is what he's exactly doing. And scuttle trays do tend to happen, so again, not that bad for either of these teams.
Twisted Fate is getting caught in the mid lane.
Oh, they do. The Leona roam, the flash stun coming out instantly gets the Twisted Fate, who ends up blowing his flash in the process, and first blood goes over to AOT. Yet again, Volcanic in the last TF game as well. He was struggling in the early game. It's a repeat for him as well. And this Leona from Stacks, honestly, playing some MVP level rotations, I have to give him credit, right? There's game after game, he's always rotated quite fast, and that's able to get his team onto some of these kills.
Yeah, he's definitely playing really well on the Leona pick. Last game and this game already. Finding the roams and the openings for the engage. And so far his engages were on point. Like every time he engages on someone, the person is gonna die. So they have to worry and position themselves pretty safely. Otherwise the Leona is gonna engage again, and then they just end up dying.
Yeah, and you can see right here, right, the goal that goes over to the Leona, honestly, so not the best person to get it on, but the fact that the Twisted Fate is without a flash will mean that there could potentially be more ganks coming to him in just a minute or so. But the early game seems to be going well. I think still the first blood gold is not allowed because BOH still have a goal.
Oh, it looks like they will try to dive here, but
they do want to dive it, but Twisted Fate just denies that completely, and they still have flashes to be used, so that does prevent the gank from happening. But good offensive on AOT, right, DB? They're trying to make plays happen, which is what you want to do with the Ari, right?
Yeah, and they forced the Twisted Fate ultimate for free now. So
yeah,
Twisted Fate will lack the ultimate for rotation or for a gank.
Yeah, for the Dragon or the Herald fight at this point, he will not be there. Stacks does want to go, and he does manage to land his third ability, but will not follow
aggressively. Inferno Dragon is up for contest right now, so
spicy Dragon up for contest right here.
This team fight will be very interesting to see if who's gonna find the better engage or the better catch.
Yeah, and you can see already, right, the Gragas is rotating faster. Gragas is slow on the rotation right here. It depends on who starts it first. They do have Scuttle Vision as well, and Fox wants to back at this point, so it will be delayed for sure. So again, teams playing very safe at this point. Do not want to start it out immediately at this point. Darius takes some trade in the mid lane. Ari ends up using her ultimate.
He has to use his flash and his barrier. He's out of summoners. And Gragas had, Garrett. Oh, they used 2 ultimates though.
He used 2 ultimates and 2 ignites for that as well. So maybe if Darius is still there in the fight with his ultimate.
If Wukong fights,
he goes for it. This is right here.
triple. No, yeah.
So he ends up dying in the process. Here comes J4 as well.
Leona engaged ultimate. That's big.
Yeah, that's pretty cool as well. Meruem also dies in the process. It looked like a great start for BOH, but the return damage coming out from AOT seems to be good, DB, because they get a couple of kills in the process. But look at this. TF is alive, and we've seen what he does when he's alive. He got a quarter kill last time. Can he go again? Oh, the flash!
He missed the combo. He missed. But Taisa
gets the kill. Oh, Lulu gets a kill back for herself, and my lord, a close fight.
They need to reset here.
They need to reset, and this could be Dragon for BOH because they ended up trying to go crazy over the TF. Yep.
Not sure. I think they can get it in time actually.
Yeah, I think they will be able to get it.
Even though people they end up getting the Thunder Dragon.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know if it's like completely worth at this point. Oh, look at that. They want the return fight crazy. The teleport is being used just to make sure that they don't get to back. And Gragas' ultimate is up in 4 seconds. Can he get it? Oh, they land!
He goes for the engagement.
And they go after the Vayne. They get the kill onto the Vayne. That's really, really big for them as well. The Vayne is now struggling.
That's Herald. That should be Herald now.
Yeah, that should be Herald as well for them. So great collapse again. They lost the Dragon, but they made sure that they took the return fight. Very 5-man hard committing AOT on that, and they should get the Herald. But look at this, Volcanics already pushing top.
Like I thought the Wukong ultimate was very good. Like Wukong ultimate on 3 people, and then Lulu ultimate on top. So for the double knockup, thought it was really well. But the Leona engaged onto the backline, stuns them, hits the ultimate on top, and then they just turned it.
Yeah.
Look at the Ari pick, 303.
Yeah, she's doing well, and like, again, TF could be in trouble. TF does not have his ultimate, and the damage is coming out from both Kai'Sa and J4, and Crowley making great use of the fact that the flash was not up, and this could potentially be the first tower, but you can see in the bot lane, the Wukong was also to get the tower.
Wasted. Like, he didn't even need to use Herald, and that was a wasted Herald.
They might look to get another tower plating perhaps, but in the mid lane.
If they lose the Mitra, that's a really bad trade. Like Mitra
in the bot lane though, another trade's happening, DB. They get a kill back. In the mid lane, however, Leona will die trying to save the mid lane tower, and she's unsuccessful at doing that.
Get 2 turrets for mid turret.
Yeah, well, not bad.
I mean, gold-wise it's good, but for the map pressure itself, I don't know.
Well, they don't get the mid lane tower yet, DB, so maybe they're looking to get 400 HP. Kai'Sa,
I think they will try to get it.
Yeah, they should look to get it. 3 more autos to go. There you go. There you have it. The tower does go, but I think while sticking for this, the Vayne will have to use her flash and use her condemn as well. So it's gonna be interesting to see what will happen without a flashless Vayne in the next team fight.
Vayne 5k. Vayne is 1k got behind so far. I feel like they do have a good Wombo combo.
Yeah, I think
Wukong, Darius, good frontline, and then the Lulu ultimate on top, and then Vayne. Maybe if Vayne doesn't die and survives long enough, she can carry the team fight.
Yeah, it's like a 2,500 gold lead coming out from AOT right here. And again, Stax does end up finding the Darius, but he's in a bit of a difficult spot. Has to actually look to run away. The mid lane is gone, like you said, DB. There is a little bit of an open map, and another great engage from the Wukong could potentially meet be that BOH could win out a team fight. And they're just looking to push mid as a 4-man. And at this point, will the collapse look to happen? And oh my god, DP,
okay, now let's see what's gonna happen.
TF ult gets used right here. Luna flashes as well. They get a kill onto the Wukong onto the Lulu as well. The J4 ult, they look to disengage, but here comes Ari, gets a kill onto the Wukong.
Ari's just gonna clean them up.
Yeah, they are just gonna complete them up completely. They get a kill onto the Vayne as well. There is a gold card from the TF, but there is not enough damage that is coming out from the team BOH because they're able to get.
I said it would be a more competitive match, but I think it's gonna be a stomp. 14-2 at this point. The Ari is 605 with 8k gold. I did say at the beginning, Ari might be picked in this series. She has. After this patch, I would say she's S tier and she has the potential to be very good. And as you guys can see, the Luden's Echo Ari with the pick potential, the charm again, and another kill.
That charm leads to instant damage and death, and this is the power of the Ari, like DV kept saying, you know, like this is looking like a storm completely, and again, AOT just seemed to be in their element. Such a super strong performance coming out from them. You know, we were all expecting this to be a close fight, but AOT simply have gotten their, you know, A-game on today, and now with another pick off onto the Vayne, that's a 1-4 Vayne. She is struggling behind the Kai'Sa, who's 1,500 or nearly 2,000 gold ahead of her. The Ari is like 606, and this could be a free dragon, right, DB? Because there's no way in the world BOH want to contest this now, because I don't think they win anymore, right? They have to scale a little bit more.
I don't know what they want to do though. Like, they're losing the map completely at this point. They are gonna lose the dragon, gonna lose the bot turret. Ari tries to find the charm, she gets the charm! She gets the charm onto the Vayne.
Yeah, and the follow-up does come from Leona as well.
Oh,
Leona,
the Wukong ultimate! Is this the turn?
this
Vayne is
looks
still
like
alive.
it could be the turn as well. Gragas' teleport is a bit too late, and the Vayne is here, ladies and
my
gentlemen.
God.
And she survived. The ignite comes. Oh, she will die in the process. The Gragas is here to say hello,
They get
ladies
the
and gentlemen. Let me clean
shutdown.
up.
They got the
Yeah.
shutdown. Oh, wait.
They did get the shutdown. The charm does miss, and TF has to run
Okay,
away. He is losing his
legendary
fancy footwork. So 3 for 3 at the end of the day. But when you're so far behind,
That's a very good trade for them. A very
Yes.
good trade, actually.
completely, it's a great trade. They get shutdowns as well. So a semblance. Let's say the 7.
They didn't get the kill on Ari yet, though. Like, they need to get the shutdown on Ari. That's the big shutdown. If they get the legendary shutdown for Vayne, I definitely can see them winning, or maybe they can get the comeback still.
Yeah, the 2k deficit on the marksman is now reduced to a 1k deficit, so definitely great for the Vayne, who has now completed her Solari Charge Blade and Blade of the Roving King at this point, right? So she has enough damage to destroy a team fight, but again, they're late to the Dragon Rotate and they will lose out on that. But the game, does get a little bit more interesting, right, DB? Because now the 3v3, if they get a couple of more of these equal team fights and Vayne gets more of these kills...
If you look at the gold, it's just 4k gold, and they have a 13 kill lead. 13 kill lead and just 4k gold lead. I definitely can see them still having a like, if they get the shutdown on Ari, again, I can definitely see the Vayne being able to carry this game.
Yeah, and Fox has proven multiple times that he can look to carry his team if you give him the resources. So AOT, they need to make sure that they don't get in over their head and just look to play out team fights and right when Merim also, they're always pushing the side lanes very well. I think that's why BOH are maintaining that goal lead, because they're just getting the farm as much as they can. And again, the 1-for-1 dragon apiece, they still have the Infernal, which gives them scaling as well. And I think BOH just need to calm down, let the game go out in their pace, get themselves a couple more items before they can really look to take on the fight. And now you may be potentially seeing a tower for tower trade, right, DB? Because the bot lane tower has gone down and the top lane tower from BOH will also be taken down. Or maybe, or will it not? Or yeah, no mind. I thought that they looked to stop it.
I mean, any trade for red is pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, the charm barely misses this point. But here comes
they go for the hard engage in the area.
Yeah,
Wait,
but can Merim
are they gonna
this is the question.
force Baron? That's the question.
Oh, they can look to force Baron. That's a very good call. But
Actually,
here
they're
comes
gonna because there are 3 people in the bot lane.
yeah, but
That's
look at
why
how
I was
tanky they
thinking-
are, right? Yeah, look at how tanky they are.
They're knocking on the tier 3. They're gonna get the tier 3 though.
Yeah, so they lose the trade for an inhibitor turret, and at this point you can still say it worth. Maybe it's worth, maybe it's not. Oh
Gets the
my lord!
stun.
Yeah, he needs one more EQ to dash away. Does he have to?
Oh,
He
she doesn't have the mana. He doesn't have the mana.
Oh, look at what's happening.
Oh
The
no! Oh
Yes.
no! What's gonna happen here?
At this point, the charm does land. Lulu dies in the process. Vayne
No
is
mana.
gonna
No
kill down.
mana.
No
That's
mana.
the
Vayne.
issue.
She shouts in the chat screen as they get the Vayne kill as well. And oh
Like
my!
they lost the tier 3. I think maybe they could have rushed the Baron. A 4 versus 2. 4 versus 2 at Baron and 3 people in the bot lane.
Yeah,
Might be risky, but at this point you have to take risk when you're so behind.
I agree with you, right? I think the risk is because they generally are afraid of Mr. Crowley stealing the Dragon Baron, because it's happened the last time they faced DP where Mr. Crowley stole the Baron, and he is a very confident jungler, right? So they were like, you know what, let's not take that risk. But like you said, them not taking that risk meant that they just fell behind even further.
And
now
they
there's a
just gave
17
up the
goal
tier 3 now anyways. Like, at least try to get Baron and maybe have a chance for a comeback. But now you just gave up the... Ooh, they're gonna catch the Vayne here.
The Lulu ult is there to make sure she survives, and she will not survive. The legendary is the
legendary Ari.
Oh my lord, that's great coming out. Blizzard being the MVP of this series this game with the Orianna, and now with the Ari lands charm after charm after charm. The Darius has stone plate, but it doesn't matter because charms break stones apparently, because now they get 3 more kills on their side, and this could potentially be Baron. 1 more kill, another charm. This guy is just too good at landing them. Wall has to flash away. Blizzard is tunneling a little more than he
That's
should.
over. Wukong is gonna collapse. He might die here.
Yeah, I think at this point he's just...
Oh, he missed the charm. Oh, this is shutdown.
He should have
This is a
landed
shutdown.
it. Oh lord, this is
That was
gonna
too
be
greedy. He had the perfect game. 11-0-10. Went too greedy and gave shutdown.
Oh god. So again, the shutdown does go over. and this could be another fight happening where Kale ends up getting the kill on Twisted Fate as well.
Iso's
And
gonna
again,
clean up though. Iso's gonna clean up. Two people dead. I think they should just go for Dragon here.
yeah, they should look to just go for Dragon at this point. And again, like, you know, with the Dragon coming as well, they should just look to get more objectives on their way and should just look to end early, right? I think the Ari is just having fun at this point. She could have just gone back with the team and done Baron, but they just wanted to kill onto the TF. The TF survived. She was too far, and the Ari gave a very big shutdown, 11-1 and 10. So maybe just.
I mean,
playing back
if you look at the kill score, it's like 27-8. She's like, it's a free win. We are gonna stomp them. But if you look at the gold, it's actually still kind of close. So you should always, not get too cocky and play safe, or try to make the best decision. Because you never know if you make one mistake and then you just end up losing the game.
Yeah, if they end up losing this game because of that one mistake, that's definitely going to be a nightmare for this team. But let's see what happens. They are looking to siege the mid lane tower. They still don't get it, and I don't know why at this point AOT is trying to do a 5v5 ARAM game, right? They can just split at this point. They already have an inhibitor on the side lane. They can push the mid lane and the top lane tower and then just look to create pressure on Baron. But instead they're just opting to get the mid lane instead, and you know, they've yet not gotten it. We might see another fight happening. Oh, the Vayne is the character at this point. Again, Vayne has to flash away.
Yeah, they get the flash though. That's good.
Yeah, I think that's still worth Cataclysm for flash at this point. And the next team fight, the Vayne won't have flash, and that's the time when you go in again. Oh, nice double hook from the players. But that might be enough to kill the Dragon.
Vayne gets one kill.
Yeah, and look at how low the Ari is. This could be the comeback for BOH right here. Another hook
by the. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I think that's Baron. I think that's Baron.
That could be Baron at this time, and we spoke about this, right?
I told you, the Vayne comeback, you can't underestimate her. Like, if you look at the goal, it's just quick. Rush it, guys. Force it. They're trying to they get the Ari. The
This is what they wanted.
Oh,
this is what they wanted. Alright, so we have seen this. Okay, guys, we have seen this again, right? Crowley has stolen a Baron before. He wants to do it again. Can he do it again is the question. He's very far away. Yeah, this time he can't. This time he can't. He has to run away. He misses his EQ as well. They get Baron and BOH makes the comeback happen. We spoke about this. Being cocky does not get you anywhere because you lose the kill, you lose the fight, and then you lose the Baron, and then suddenly BOH are equal on gold.
Darius carried this.
At the end, Merium with that Darius making the plays happen for his team right here. And AOT might have just taken this to a game 4. We have a series on our hand, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to be crazy.
This is going to be very hard now because red side, Vayne, Inferno, 3 items. She almost has to. If she gets Guardian Angel, I'm going to say the red side is going to win. Like,
yeah.
Vayne, Lulu, late game, Guardian Angel. She's going to have the flash for the next team fight pretty soon. It's going to be very hard.
Yeah, she's so close to finishing her Guardian Angel as well. And this point with the Baron, right? AOT are on defensive mode now. What can they do? They have to make sure that they look to just wait out this. If they get an inhibitor in the mid lane, that is such a great thing for them, right? This is them solidifying the lead. This is them now looking to win the game. And with the Vayne being fed, we spoke about this, right? The Vayne Lulu combination late game, Fox can carry when his team requires him to. Merium with those double hooks. Really, we're going to look back at this fight where the Ari chased the TF and did not get a kill, and the double hook coming out right there. And again, Crowley could be in trouble, ends up going in, flashing EQ, and the second inhibitor is about to go down. The third,
they need a godly charm. They need a godly charm, otherwise they're gonna lose this game.
This is the third inhibitor is also looking to go down. Can they get 3 inhibitors? The question. Here comes
Wukong might try to go for the engagement. Dragon's ultimate catch this Wukong immediately.
So another beautiful stun onto the carries, and Vayne could be in trouble. So could the Leona. The Gragas, the Wukong will die in the process, but the Leona is as well. 1 for 1. It's over.
They get the Q3 though.
Yeah,
Vayne is still alive. Vayne is just damaging for free. She's still alive.
Yeah, this is so bad. This is 3 times down. They don't even have to fight anymore. They can just go back and fight the Elder. They got this.
No. Look at the gold. It's a 7k advantage for the red side, and they were 5k gold behind or something.
This is so bad, right? One wrong team fight, one moment of acting like you're too good, and suddenly AOT are now finding themselves from 2-0 up to potentially 2-1 down.
This must be tilting. Like the game 4, they are gonna go in very tilted into game 4.
Yeah.
So this might be the turn. This might be the turn into game 5. I'm gonna say it right now. Blue side, AOT might be very, very tilted
Oh,
after this game.
they are the ones who've started the
Oh,
Elder at this
they
point.
get the charm! They get the
Oh,
charm
but-
to Vayne already.
but the Vayne still
Vayne is
alive.
popping! Look at the Vayne pop off in the late game
She's
now.
still
With the
alive with
Lulu.
the GA, and now her GA finally gets blown. But this one, it's too late because who's gonna kill the Vayne when she's alive? The answer is the Kai'Sa. No, it's
GG.
not. There you have it. Double kill.
I predicted it! I thought Ari giving the shutdown, this might be not a good idea, and they lost it.
I love how
predicted
excited
it.
you are, DB, because I am just as excited.
That's why I'm saying in ranked games, it's the same. Don't get too cocky. You do one mistake, just one mistake, you lose the game, and now you're crying. They're gonna be tilted. They are gonna be so tilted. Oh boy.
Oh lord! Just when you thought the game was over, just when it's gonna be a 3-0. You know, one moment of acting cocky, one wrong mistake, one wrong team fight, one great double hook from the Darius, and suddenly BOH turn around a 7k goal deficit and get themselves a victory, carrying the Vayne on the side of BOH. Right? Beautiful gameplay, honestly, coming out from BOH. Like they didn't give up, and they made sure that when the right opportunity came, right, even if it came as a matter of a throw, they still got the kills, and they made sure that they were able to win off of that, right? Like look at the goal lead, look at the damage coming out as well from both the teams as well, right? It's crazy. 36,000 damage.
They had a 5k gold lead, and in the end, it's 8k in favor of BOH. I was good throw. That's what they call a quality throw. Quality throw.
Well, there you have it, guys. Chat's going crazy. Game 3 winner is Band of the Hawk in front of your faces, guys. Game 4 will be starting very, very shortly. But you know what? Darkbreaker said it completely right. We have a very interesting series on our hands now, because this is where teams start tilting a little bit, right? Suddenly you're like, why did you do that? Or when this has happened? And again, it affects mental, and you know, like this gives BOH that motivation to know that they can beat them, right? And if they can play around that motivation and just play well, draft well, you are looking at a potential 3-2 comeback. You know, this series just got a lot more interesting. I might be
Mistakes were made. Oh, I was so hyped about the Ari pick. I was like, yeah, the Ari, such a good pick on the new patch with the Ludens Echo popping off 11-0-10. And then flashing in between two turrets, trying to chase a kill, getting caught, giving the shutdown, not having flash for the next team fight, and then end up dying, getting caught by Darius Hook.
Absolutely.
Mistakes were made, underestimated the Vayne. They looked at the kill thinking, okay, we are stomping them, but if you looked at the gold-wise, they were not that behind, because they were trading so much back and forth.
Absolutely. They were always
very
within
good,
touching
very
distance
good
of goal.
comeback.
Yep. This is what you want to see, right? Teams not giving up, in spite of being 9-2 or having a 14 kill lead, right, or a deficit. This is a team that never really truly gave up until the last moment, and that shutdown and that Darius hook, right? Meruem, honestly, just turning the tides around for the game for our BOH, right? And we can see bans are coming out. Orianna will not be given to AOT anymore. So it's gonna be very interesting to see if that happens. Wait one sec. So yeah, let's just see one. Game 3 is about to get started in just a few minutes, guys. We are looking to make sure if BOH can make a return 3-2 sweep happen, or if AOT will be like, you know what, let's just go serious. But I have to appreciate DB's prediction. So far, whatever you have said, DB, at certain points, you know, like if they do this happens, and whatever you're like, prediction breaker OP.
Yeah, I mean, because those situations happen to me at the same time, like in ranked or when I played competitive in AOV or Wildrift. I know those scenarios when you do one mistake, it's just gonna snowball. Like each mistake is gonna snowball, and then suddenly you're losing the game because you give one finger, they take the whole hand. That's what happened. Like you do one mistake, a shutdown is very big in this game. Like if you're legendary, you're giving a shutdown. That's so much gold in favor of the other team.
Absolutely, and again, we'll have to wait and see what happens. I think DB, we might have lost you on video.
Oh!
You closed the window, didn't you?
I think I closed it.
That's fine.
Wait, you have to recrop it or
No. He'll get it done. It's fine. You just have to join the
look
league
in again. Oops. Okay, start. Okay, I'm back. Oops, I closed by accident. My bad.
That's good. Alright. Until this
Okay.
point, let's talk about the ban. So Oriana gets banned out, Galio gets banned out, and like this happens, right? Like momentum oftentimes dictates how you like, sort of play the game, right? If you can just play more confident and you can play more aggressive, like that's
Yeah,
like
I like I said, I think this is the comeback because if you are in this situation, like you are the player, you're like, wow, I have this insane gold lead. We are winning, so it's a best of, it's a 3-0 easy win, baby. And then you throw the game, everyone is gonna be super tilted. Like, who is fault? Maybe they're gonna blame each other. I don't know. If they have a good team atmosphere, they're gonna come back from this. But maybe if they don't play competitive too much, they are gonna be super tilted. And if you're super tilted, you're gonna make so many mistakes. So I can definitely see game 4 going in favor of the other team. So it's gonna be interesting to see, if they can mentally reset from this comeback or from this throw.
well, this is a team that has known each other for a really long time. So let's hope that they don't. But you know what? The possibility definitely exists at this point. And again, we'll have to go into draft yet again. But like Fox has shown multiple times that he is one of the carries, and the Zwane. He played it very well. He knew his damage outputs really well, and he was just carrying as much as he can. And with the Lulu by her side, which is now banned, so Nami Lulu banned, right? So not a lot of enchanters anymore to be able to protect the Vayne, so to speak. Perhaps the Janna, or maybe if we're gonna go crazy on the Soraka at this point. But we are in for a very interesting game 4, guys. Yes, we've gone to game 4. Ash to surprise of many people who thought that this could be a clean 3-0. AOT deciding to throw, honestly, after having such a great goal lead, and BOH catching the throw and saying thank you AOT and getting that victory for
They're
themselves.
writing Echo. I guess because I rejoined. Or maybe I should I guess it's the stream.
Yeah, it's fixed now. It's fixed. It's fixed in 1 sec. I can hear you on stream. Alright, Drag is getting banned out as well.
I feel like Varus is open. No one's going for Varus. I'm so surprised. Like, Varus is one of the most contested picks right now. In game 1, they banned it. I was like, okay, Varus. They see Varus is a good pick. They are gonna ban it. But now the games, it's not banned. No one picks it, and they actually get the Lulu pick. The Lulu goes open, and they have the Varus open, and they never go for the Varus Lulu combo.
I kind of agree with you, and I feel like these two players do play Varus, but it's one of those picks,
I mean, in general, just Varus on Varus.
Yeah, they I think AOT is more likely to pick it. I think
never mind.
Yeah, Nami Lulu's banned as well, and the priority right now, right, seems to be for Corki and Kaisa, because I think these are players that they just have played like thousands and thousands of these games on that champion, so they're very comfortable. Like Kale himself is top 50 server Corki. He actually was the only Indian who reached Challenger in SEA. And on the other side, you have a Grandmaster player who's currently Master tier. But Fox is also a great Varus and great player as well. Like, I think it's just like they seem to be a bit comfortable playing these champions that they've played a lot longer. But let's see if the Vayne does come out. Sorry, the Varus does come out right here. But we are 4 bans in, and the 5th ban is going to be the Gragas at this point.
And so far, Varus is also, I mean, not Varus, Camille. Camille open, no one picks it. Like in the jungle open, in the top lane open, no one picks Camille. Fiora also open. Like, she was banned in the first game, she's open.
Fiora, you might see today. Fiora, you might see. Swifty is a great Fiora player. Meruem doesn't. So AOT is banned in her. Is a very his most played is Fiora. If you look at his profile, right? If you open it up, it's like
I'm just wondering if they're gonna switch up the comps now.
I think they might switch up the comps. Let's see what happens. But going like Crowley playing the Jarvan 4 today and the tanks today is just basically testament to him saying, I will not play. I will play what the team needs me to do to win. But the team has to be the one to make this happen. And like, I'm just waiting for the last man to come in. It's going to be the Ziggs as well. So Oriana, Galio, Nami, Lulu, Gragas, Ziggs. These are the 6 bans. And I think the Garen is up as well. A lot of champions are up and available. Camille, Akali, Varus. Let's see what happens. because we are just about to get into game 4, guys. If you're just joining in right now, by the way, you're seeing the finals of the Wild Rift India circuit. The first 2 games are won very heavily by AOT, but game 3, BOH made the comeback happen with a throw from AOT rather. And now we're entering into game 4 with our lovely guest caster, Darkbreaker, aka Prediction Breaker, because whatever he said so far up until now has worked.
Okay.
And let's go to game 3.
Before I'm seeing the draft, I would say BOH have a very good chance now because they tilted.
You heard his prediction.
No, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna wait for the draft, but I would say BOH have good potential to come back here.
Well, I'm gonna just go with your bandwagon at this point because you've made the right predictions. But let's just see what the picks are gonna be, and like you walk me through a bit of what you think is happening with both the teams. I can see the bans in front of your screen, guys. Nami, Orianna, Gragas, Galio, Lulu, Ziggs. First pick, BOH are on the left side, and IMZ, their support is gonna be first pick. They've gone to just go for the Braum for themselves, which is interesting because. Yeah, this does prevent Stacks from taking Leona, right? Because they do like to play Leona a lot, and Braum just does very well into Leona. What do you think of that?
I mean, there's just so much stuff open that they don't go for, like Varus, Camille, Fiora, Akali. What else? Oh, Sono Seraphine combo could be played as well. They don't go with one single time so far.
Yeah, this time the Wukong has been taken away by Cloudy, right?
Oh, they do have the poke now.
They have the poke, yeah. I mean, and they have the Renekton as well. The Garen's still up. It can be picked by Swifty in response, and you can see instantly just going for it. And I feel like, again, could be the few. Playing mind games, Swifty. Swifty is, I think he just if he can go Fiora into the net, that's such a good matchup for the Fiora in the ultimate game, right? Like, because you can just keep raiding so well.
In general, I would say actually with Fiora TF they have so much
side lane, right?
Yeah, side lane power in general. Like they collapse on Garen on Renekton so often and get the Fiora going, and then she can snowball.
Oh,
but yeah, they're both going for balance comps, like very tanky compositions. Ezreal, Ari for damage on the left side, and on the right side we have the Twisted Fate and Kai'Sa as damage dealers, main damage dealers.
Yeah, both of them have balanced comps, but if you head into late game, like I would end up favoring the right side, right, a little bit, because the Garen will be a lot tankier.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
I think it's hard to say because Ezreal late game very strong. They have the Jarvan Renekton as frontline versus Garen Wukong frontline. I would say
equal.
The Wukong CC is pretty good. It's hard to say. I would say it's pretty even.
Yeah.
Comps.
So basically on the comps, they seem to be even, but on momentum, like you said, BOH are riding on a high because of the last game. So let's see if they're able to execute, right? Because it all depends on the execution, right? Like both of them are playing similar compositions with 2 frontline, 2 backline, and 1 support just to be there for peel and disengage. And we are in for game 4, guys. This is the tournament sponsored by TGT Esports, Esports Hub, and NotiKINGz. So thank you so much for our sponsors for making this tournament possible. You're watching the Wild Rift Finals. Game 4 about to start, Darkbreaker. And you might see a Braum invade coming out from BOH right here.
Oh, they will try to get the red buff.
Yeah. It's almost a given in our meta, by the way, DB. Whenever we pick a Braum, we're like,
wait, the charm didn't hit!
Oh my god,
that was so close. If the charm did, we get the kill probably.
That's an instant first blood. But hey, you know what? Still good. They get some pressure, but instantly, AOT
they're gonna trade the buffs right here.
Yeah. It does end up slowing the start of the Wukong because he's still... Oh, never mind. Actually, he's not that behind because, his team is leashing for him. In the mid lane also, Blizzard gets a lot of poke onto the Ahri. So he will have some priority in roams if he wants.
Yeah, it's because the Ahri started with the charm. So he's gonna like to clear the wave clear.
Yes.
Momentum on the BOH side right now. Like in the best of 5 series, it's all about momentum. And after losing game 3 with such a lead, momentum is completely in their favor.
Yeah, it does seem to be in their favor right now. Let's see what happens because now you can see Braum is in a very difficult spot. Could potentially be in a position where he can get dope.
Might dive top lane now. Ezreal is getting dope right here.
Yeah, so is the Garen, but the Garen does survive, and red team gets first blood on the bot side. They do get the dive happen, and they get first blood. And again, this is the kind of fight where IMZ was just
Oh,
too
they're gonna
slow
get him as well. He's gonna die as well.
Oh
Get
my
2
god.
kills.
Aggression, this is what we see
That's
AOT doing.
a good dive.
Yeah, like I spoke to you, right? Like I know that AOT loves playing aggressive, and this is what exactly they've done, right? Get a couple of kills, and they've shut down, I think, the biggest threat of BOH, which is their bot lane, right? Keeping Fox down in this game, or keeping the Ezreal down, is great for them. And now that they have kills on the Wukong and the Janna, right? Like they should be able to create more pressure without flashes. DB, you could see a repeat gang coming, right? Because it's entirely possible with the TF ultimate and the Wukong ultimate.
I'm actually surprised about the early game because I would think, yeah, they might be tilted. But that dive was very good, coordinated, and they get a double kill on the bot lane already. And Wukong level 5 soon might regank. The cooldowns on the flashes still up.
Yeah, on the top side also you can see that they're waiting. The J4 is just waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm not sure what he's doing.
It's a bad idea, like trying to play around topside, tanking and diving a Garen. I don't think that's a good idea. Like,
yeah, meanwhile, see what's happening in the bot lane, DB. Like DB, another fight's happening. Wukong has his ult, but Wukong will die. He gets a kill on the process. Yeah, he gets one kill. But I think it's a 2-for-1, but the Fox gets
a kill on ADC though. I think that's totally worth. Braum got the kill. Braum got the kill,
so it's definitely worth for the Kai'Sa, who gets 2 for herself. So if the Ezreal didn't get, if Ezreal got the kill there, I'd say it's still not the worst. But he didn't, and that's going to be a trouble. And again, RPG Sun versus Kale right here. Kai'Sa looked to run away as well. Kai'Sa does not have her ult. Does have her ult. She can just reposition with her ult, and that's what she does. And she survives! Oh my lord. J4 threw everything, including the kitchen sink, at the Kai'Sa, and the Kai'Sa just used her ult to survive right there. So no J4 ult for the near Herald or Dragon fight coming right now. So that's not good for BOH, because J4 ult just gets used for nothing.
Ezreal is already 1.2k behind.
So
next Dragon team fight, the Kai'Sa will be so much stronger. She will have her first ability evolved, and if she doesn't miss position, she will just do so much damage in the next team fight. Braum using his ultimate very aggressively I would say for nothing. He just wasted his ultimate right before Dragon and Herald are gonna spawn.
Yeah, and that's just for, like, I think this is just cue for AOT to start doing either the Herald or the Dragon. I think they definitely want to go for the Dragon, it looks like, even though it's going to be a Cloud Drake, not the highly contested one. And in the Baron lane, we haven't spoken much at this point. Garen did get ganked a bit, but it seems to be an even lane at this point. So Garen's going to be fine as well. You know, he can probably finish his unfair cape at this point. But
trying to play around the top side when it's Garen is a bad idea, because as a second ability for damage reduction, how do you want to dive someone who builds full tanky, has the ability to get damage reduction? It's just a waste of time. Maybe he should have tried to go for the counter ganks and try to help out his bot lane instead of focusing so much attention on the top side.
Yeah, Ari missing her charm yet again, and again this is them, you know, AOT were like, you know what, we don't want you to trade the Herald for the Cloud BB, because they just, like, the moment J4 started Herald, like, Wukong just walked towards top side, denied that Herald take, and now with the Dragon still being up, both the teams are taking their own sweet time. This does mean, however, that the ultimates from the Braum and the Jarvan are looking to be back by this time. The Braum ult should be up in this round.
He will have the ultimate. Oh, they're trying to collapse on Ezreal.
Yeah,
the Twisted Fate, he's gonna die.
The damage is insane! The damage from Kayle is insane. All of the Kai'Sa Q procs hit onto the Ezreal, and Ezreal just gets blown up. And this is going to be Q for a free Dragon take. But in fact, they're just opting to do both. They're doing the Dragon as well as going to siege down the bot lane tower. IMC has taken up a lot of poke.
It's very hard for them. Okay, he's going to use the smite on the cannon minion. Ari gonna try for the flank, hits the charm on Twisted Fate.
Still not enough at this point. Janna using her ult as well.
Right now, Ezreal ultimate doesn't hit anything.
Yeah, and here comes
Wukong with ultimate. Clean up. Ari,
nice one. Yeah, he lands a stun, but he does. Can he survive this? Yes, he can. They do not get the Dragon or the tower yet, but maybe they should look.
I think they need to reset here.
Yeah. Again, it's a matter where they keep fighting a lot, don't they, Deep? And at this point, oh, mid lane fight happens. 50 versus Merwin. Oh, could be in trouble. Or survives to 1 HP. Yeah. He did have his ult as well, by the way. It's not like he, you know, was like, I'm gonna die. But again, this definitely means that the Baron will be taken. Oh, never mind!
But it's a Herald. It's a Herald now for them.
Yeah,
Gets
it's
the
the Herald
steal.
for them.
Cloud
Yep.
for Herald. They should go for Herald now.
But great for BOH because they were gonna lose both at this point.
Backporting.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
never
quite
mind.
low with
Jarvan's
ultimates, right?
gonna be alive in time.
Yeah, he will be, and the fact that they stole the dragon is great for BOH, right? Because again, like the game is 1-7, they're desperately losing momentum, right? Just to have that one small victory where they feel okay, it's not completely over is good. The first tower has still not gone down, DB, right? So it's still not like completely over for BOH as of yet. But the bot lane tower is getting siege at this point, and the charm and all, Garen just like soaks up like a boss. Bromite for what?
I don't
I'm
know why
not
he
sure.
uses his ultimate like that.
Yeah,
He's
it's
just
very
wasting
weird.
his ultimate. He's wasting
Business
his ultimate every time. It's
Not-
the second time he's wasting his ultimate. Oh, it lands the charm. Nice.
Yeah, he does land the charm, but takes a lot of return damage in the process too. And Blizzard's looking for that gold card right here. And Wukong and J4 are fighting on the top side. And the top side Dragon, the top side tower could be in trouble right here. Garen looking to push out mid.
Yeah.
Wukong could be in trouble.
It's already
as well.
half-life. They might try to dive here.
Yeah,
Wukong
they
does
could
have
potentially
ultimate
die.
though. Wukong
He
ultimate?
does. He does use
Oh,
ultimate.
they might just rush it.
Oh,
never
they
mind.
survived. He's still looking to go for the kill. Never
And I
mind.
could just clear the wave. I don't think they can collapse here. It's just
No,
wasting.
yeah, it's a very weird game, DB. Like suddenly, both the teams are not playing as clean as you would expect them to, right? They could have just taken Herald. They could have just sent one person bot, but and random usage of ultimates at this point. Not quite the cleanest. And they say, oh, never mind. You could see another guy happening.
Yeah, he's
Flash.
scared.
Yeah, he has to flash. He had to flash.
Renekton
Right
uses
there.
his ultimate at the same. They are rotating for the Herald right now.
Yeah,
Access to bot lane.
let's go. What happens? Like Kaisa has backed right
Wukong
now.
doesn't have ultimate.
Yeah,
Wukong doesn't
the-
have ultimate.
Yes, neither is the J4 nor the Renekton at this point. So everyone's without their ultimates, and Garen, okay, like Renekton Garen matchup going pretty. Like there's a lot of focus given to the Garen. Honestly, a lot of gangs from the J4, but still no deaths on the Garen. The first tower volcanic will get it. Oh, never mind.
I
Can
think
you
they
get?
need to go Herald now. Yeah, they're trading. They're going Herald at the same time.
Yeah, but I think that's a worthy enough trade, right? Because if they get first tower for first Herald, not the
I'm not
worst.
sure,
They get
I'm not
multiple
sure if they
back
can take the bot through it because they don't have a wave yet.
Oh yeah, they don't. And if the Herald
She's
gets
kind of
instantly
low.
used,
I think they will still get the turret before. Okay, they're
Yeah.
gonna clear the wave. Turret is one hit. Yeah, they will get the turret.
let's see if they
for
can
it.
just use the Herald instantly to create pressure in the mid lane. No, I think that they'll get one tower for one
Turret
tower.
dies
So,
as well. Top turret dies as well, and they have the
yeah.
Herald on top.
So this is worth for BOH, right? Because they get one for one tower and they get the Herald to use. But they lose one kill. So I guess like it's still even Stevens in terms of for trade, but teams are
But
trading objectives, right?
the Kai'Sa got another kill. She is at 7k gold, and
The Ezreal's at 5.5.
I think she's gonna go Infinity Edge next, maybe.
Perhaps, yeah, no boots as a get
Charge
as well.
blade, never mind charge blade or.
Solari charged it. We'll have to wait and see, right? I mean, she's waiting out for the damage as well. And again, you can see mid lane, they are looking to poke out. The Braum is tanky, but the Janna peel, honestly, looking to be quite good. And Crowley, I'm not sure what he's trying to do there, but looking for an engage perhaps. And now the mid lane might look to be seized. The Dragon, the Herald could be used before the next Dragon. The Infernal is next Darkbreaker, right? So we might end up seeing the Herald usage just before
The next team fight will be juicy. Next team fight will be juicy.
Well,
I think if the red side gets Inferno Dragon and they win the
Mm-hmm.
team fight, they should be able to get a huge lead. Because they're
Yeah.
already 2k ahead, and Kai'Sa with Inferno Dragon, 305 getting the next core item. She's going charge blade.
It's very interesting, right? There's a 7 kill lead, but there's still just a 2k deficit, right? Like there's something about BOH where they always manage to keep the gold within
Yeah,
touching
because
distance.
they're trading a lot. Like they're trading objectives pretty good, and at the same time, with the kills that
Oh,
AOT
3-man
gets,
Javelin ultimate has been used right here. A beautiful
Oh.
Ezreal ultimate to follow up as well. RP-San could be in trouble. He will die to the Garen as well, and the Renekton will also die in the side process. Now TF is dead as well. This is a great fight coming out for actually BOH. It's a 2 for 2. Oh, never mind. BOH could lose this as well because the carry of AOT is alive.
it's a
and
2 for 2 trade.
oh, very even trade. Yeah, quite even actually at this point. But again, we'll have to wait and see what happens. The charm
they get
does
the
miss.
mid trade here.
They can, but look at the Kai'Sa as well, has a lot of HP as well. They do not look to get it. They go
But yeah,
back
like,
and
like
come
I
again.
said, AOT, every time they get the kill, they don't convert it necessary in objectives. Like kills, you need to convert the kills that you get into objectives to get even more gold. And so far, BOH is trading pretty well when it comes to objectives. And therefore, the gold lead is just 1k gold lead, 7-kill difference. It's the same as last game.
Yep, and this time again, another Dragon is about to happen. The J4. This time, if he presses his ultimate, there is no flashes on the side of AOT, only for except Kai'Sa, who has a flash. Right? So this time, if she lands, if the J4 lands a great ultimate, and you see the follow-up, right? The Ezreal ultimate instant follow-up coming as well, and the Ahri charm and the Ahri ultimate and the first ability as well. So they definitely have their team fight set up quite well. We'll have to wait and see what happens. So they do catch a kick on
might die immediately. Braum dies immediately.
Yeah.
Wukong is too deep.
Yeah, deep and knockup coming from as well. Kai'Sa's doing well.
He might die here for
The
this.
Ezreal ultimate hits people out of the park, and Red is to clean up as well. BOH are winning the fight right here. The aggression from AOT. Again, a little too much. They got the kill on the Braum. They could have stopped, but they went ahead and kept going, and now they lose everything.
They get the Braum kill, and they chase too deep against Ahri and Ezreal. You never want to chase too deep if you don't find the. You need to find the perfect opening engage first, and then you can win the team fight. But if you're just chasing them, or they're not even CC'd, you're just gonna end up losing. Like that was too aggressive by the Wukong.
Yeah, that was too aggressive by the Wukong right here, and they end up losing the 2 towers in the mid lane. And now Darkbreaker, they are the ones who have a 2.5k gold lead for themselves. Note that the dragon was still not yet taken, so this might be the time that they look to go for it. But again, now they are in the driver's seat. BOH are making the comeback happen. The Herald gets used automatically. Good look to take the mid inhibitor down, and again, Braum, Lord gets caught out yet again. But the charm lands onto the Kai'Sa as well.
Kai'Sa positioning. Wow. Oh, actually, Jenna healed up again.
They should look to survive right here. Wukong again going too aggressive, and this time.
Nice ultimate. Is he gonna die? Are we dying?
Yes. Here comes J4. He misses his EQ. Renekton's in trouble. Oh, what a brilliant ultimate from the Kai'Sa. She still dies in the process. Meruem on the Renekton looking like a beast right now, but he might have taken a bit too much poke, and he will die in the process. Oh, it's a 1-for-3 at the end of the day. They lose their marksman, Darkbreaker, but they still get 3 kills, and this Braum is definitely getting caught out a lot more than he should, and that's allowing them. The steal could happen.
See if he can get the miracle. Ooh, okay,
never mind. They just got the kill. Yeah, that's beautiful. Just flashes, make sure he gets. They get in funnel. Yep.
I think Kai'Sa was a bit out of position because she was already full life again, and then she gets caught. Otherwise, this would be a very free stomp in favor of the red side.
Absolutely right, and again the goal lead is still in favor of BOH. The Infernal, yes, it goes over, but the Kai'Sa, the Kai'Sa shutdown has gone at this point. The Ezreal is now 11,000 Darkbreaker. He is ahead of the Kai'Sa when he was so far behind in the early game.
And Ezreal has 3 core items, so if they can't kill Ezreal, I can definitely see them still winning the team fights, because Ezreal's damage output in the late game, especially already having 3 core items, he's gonna be very, very annoying, and he's gonna do so much damage to them.
Yeah, and like the Kai'Sa has, obviously she has to stack up her Q, but she's not, the only one completed item that she has is the Blade of the Ruin King at this point, right? So it needs more completed items, and again the J4 is just looking to lock her down every darn team fight, and BOH with 8 kills down are still 1.5k gold ahead. They're winning the objective trades over and over again, and we might have a very, very interesting game 4 on our hands. We might even go to a game 3 like DB is saying at this point, because AOT are a bit struggling, honestly, if I'm honest with them, right?
Like that's what people need to understand is having kills doesn't mean you have a gold lead. Like, it's actually crazy that they have 8 kills more, 16 to 8, but they're behind in gold actually, just because BOH is playing the map better and they are getting more objectives. Yeah, 4 turret to 1 turret.
Yeah, there's just 1 turret on the side of AOT. They need to get more. They finally got 1, but the top lane is still left. The mid lane is like healthy. It's not even low at this point, right? There's so much standing gold on the map, and Garen could be in trouble. The J4 is going after the Garen, but look at this on the other side. Do they take the Baron? No, they do not. In fact, they just want to go in and fight. Atlantis turn onto the Ahri. The Ahri gets ulted, instantly dies, and they should look to disengage right here, but Garen could be in trouble. Oh, the shields from Janna, the knockups as well. Another fight's about to happen. The Ezreal ult should come in. The Janna heal is also there. The J4 ulti catches them as well.
Ezreal did hit 3 people.
Yeah, he did heal 3 people. Renekton could be in trouble. Yeah, he's full life. Can he get a few kills? The question you have to ask. Again, Kale flashes.
It's a
I don't know. Oh my god, can he survive this? No, he cannot. He throws at this point, and BOH get 3 on the side of just 1. But here comes Twisted Fate as well. Can he get? Oh, he missed his third ability. Can he get one more? The flash from Ezreal. Can he survive this? No, he can't. Oh my god, level 7 mastery spam. Fox showing up on this game, and bam, the Hawk get themselves for
Blue side is gonna win this. I think Blue side is gonna win this. Like I said right now, I think Blue side is gonna win this. Ezreal is gonna pop and carry this game.
Ezreal's already popped Darkbreaker. This guy is a beast, and time again we are seeing why Fox Wild is OP at this point. Band of the Hawk rushing for the Dragon. 6-second dead timers onto the Garen, 4-second dead timers onto the rest of the team as well. Yes, they have Crowley, but this time it's just a single lone Crowley. The teleport is there. Will it be used? Yes, it will. Now it's going to be a 2-for-4. Let's see what happens. They're choosing to opt to fight instead of Baron, which is a great point, but the Garrus is so tanky, and the Wukong will survive. The Garen will die. The Wukong will die. The Renekton will die as well. Oh my god, the J4
diving really deep. I don't know
why he's not good, but he will survive to the skill.
I think they can just go for Baron now.
Can they go for the Baron is the question, because the J4 is quite low.
I think they can go for Baron.
They can.
If J4 didn't dive and took that much damage, they can just go for Baron.
Absolutely.
Actually, I think they go for Elder.
Yeah, they definitely go for Elder. 10 seconds to go. Wukong has to buy teleport right here, and if he doesn't, he'll be late.
17 minutes. Yeah, Elder's the better call.
Yeah, they are looking to go for it. Again, it's a matter of pressure.
Yeah, it's
deleted completely. Blom art, shielding everything.
Carry so hard here.
Ezreal is
very aggressively. He ends up dying.
Kill gets his redemption game right here. Can he survive the question? No, he will die in the process. This will dissuade the Elder steal, so he did his job, baby.
They had the Elder already. It was a free Elder. What are you doing?
Oh my god. They chased too much. Right? They got the 1 kill just back into Elder at this point. They still are doing it. It's a 3-for-2, but I don't think you do it anymore. But Kale definitely made sure that his team was able to get back, because without that fight and killing the Ezreal, right? It's a game of the ADCs showing off at this point, right? Kale, like the Kai'Sa and the Ezreal, like really going toe to toe. It's depending. It's
and
the
defining moment now.
Yeah, 4 core items for both the players. By the way, it's crazy at this point.
Ezreal didn't chase. Like they got the TF kill. They go Elder. They get Baron. Oh, that would be GG. But instead now it's very close again.
Again, very close, but again the tower goes down, still a 2.5k gold deficit. And we spoke about this, right? You said it, the team fights even Stevens. It's about who outplays who at this point. They are front lines and they're also back lines, and the Kai'Sa does a lot of damage. The Ezreal is super strong late game as well. And we have to wait and see what happens, because again, we're in an null state. The Elder's up, the Baron's up, 1 dragon apiece, right? So, you know, again, only thing that is not there is the mid lane tower that BOH are still saving to this moment right here. The Ari also has 3 completed items. The TF has 3 completed items as well. They're all looking to be like very equally matched at this point. And let's see what happens. Teleport being used from the Renekton right here. The poke landing from TF Darkbreaker. They should look to play on TF poke at this point. Oh, what a crazy game moment here right now, right? Oh, Wukong goes in for a whole man ultimate. Let's see what happens at this point. J4 lands into an ultimate as well. The Renekton is looking to do a lot of damage to Crowley, so run away at this point. They're looking to go after Sean makes him survive so much, yeah. But everyone's surviving the GA from Wukong as well. The charm lands on the perfect time, and Blom is using his shield to tank as much as he can, and AOT lose out the fight.
The damage is crazy.
Yeah, both the junglers are dead, and again we're in null state. Holy crap, what is this game? What is this game, Darkbreaker? What is this game? Oh, the charm lands! Garen has to flash away! Garen will die! 1 HP! 1 HP! Here comes the flash! He will in the process! Ezreal gets the kill! Ezreal, oh, meanwhile from the... They were too aggressive! They were too aggressive! They should get the kill onto BOH! Oh my god! BOH on their conquest to kill the Garen. They end up losing 2. Could this be the Baron take, because the Wukong is up?
No, they should go Elder again. Elder.
Or the Elder at this point. Oh my lord, what a close game. 19 kills to 23, 66 gold to 64
I think
gold.
If I was red side, I would try to force Elder now. 20 seconds,
yeah.
Maybe close, 20 seconds.
24 seconds is enough time. They can do it, right? They should do it, right? 20 seconds. They have to build teleports. Ezreal has to build teleport to come back, because otherwise...
I mean, Ezreal will get teleport in time, that's the thing.
Yeah, and the other question is like the speed can also happen.
But Kai'Sa's damage is crazy. Maybe they can rush it in time, but...
They can, and you have to forget, like, there's still a potential for the J4 to steal it, right?
J4 steal is there, yeah. They catch the Ari. She's already half-life.
She's half HP, but
Teleports are coming in now.
Yeah, teleports are coming in. It's a 5v5 honestly,
Oh, the
but now
J4. They need to down the J4. J4 is in the pit.
Kaisa could be in trouble. Has to use the ultimate at this point. J4 could be in trouble. Zone being used. Red team. Ari dies in the process. Yeah, hits 3 people. The J4 tanking a lot.
Ezreal is untouched.
Yeah, he's at the back. He's trying killing the J4. The Garen is surviving, tanking so much. He will look to run away, but he will die in the process. It's a 2 for 2 at the end of the day. Yet again, it's a 2 for 2, but Blizzard's very, very low.
Oh no. Kaisa, TF. Guys. Oh, they're too low. They're gonna get the Elder.
TF has ult. But it's too late. It's 5k. Does Wukong has teleport?
Maybe.
Maybe he's doing it. It's too late. 3k. They'll get it. They're gonna get it. Can they get is the question? They will lose one person. Braum, they will not. Yes, they will. It's a 1-for-1 trade at the end of the day.
Gonna clean up here.
J4 survives. Can SLTM is the question again? Gold card still being there. Rampage, but still BOH are the ones who get the Elder finally. The gold card does not land, and Fox, this Ezreal, my god, too good at this point. And now with this on their hands, Fox could look to get the kill. Oh, he does not end up aiming the Wukong at this point. And we have another close fight. Oh lord, Darkbreaker. I cannot tell who wins this game, but with the Elder going over to BOH, you'd assume that this is the game to win.
Elder is too strong. Elder, if Ezreal doesn't get caught, they are gonna win this game. Ezreal, 10, 5, 11, he is super fat. He has the Guardian Angel, he has the Elder, and now he has also Red Dwarf. I think if he plays it well, he should be able to carry this game.
Yeah, the J4 is just so tanky with the Gargoyle, Stoneplate, and the Stellax. That combination looking very strong. The Elder does give him the opportunity to not do insane amounts of damage. And you're right, AOT have to focus him. But AOT are just like, BOH are playing smart. They're just playing the sideline at this point, right? And again, Kaisa is doing a lot of damage, but it's just not enough, it feels like. They're all full items. But it does like feel, you're right, like it's AOT, it's BO, it's the Ezreal who's doing more damage, isn't he? Oh, look at the poke.
Oh, Renekton TP coming in already.
Yeah,
he shoved the wave. He shoved the wave, so the wave is gonna crash through the turret. So if no one's defending it, they're gonna lose the game.
Janna gets charmed right here. Janna has to flash away. She will die in the process, and they're jumping on the other people as well. And Kaisa will be in trouble. Kaisa will also look to die in the process. BOH have done it. They have gotten the double kills. Foxwild of this Ezreal has carried. The charms have landed. We are going to a game 5, Darkbreaker.
I did say it. I did predict it. I did say it.
Oh my god.
I just said game 4, they have the momentum.
What
and now,
a game!
Now all the momentum is in favor of BOH.
We kept talking about how that one mistake in game 3, right? Where they had the victory, they got cocky, they chased and they died. And from that point onwards to not only lose that game, Darkbreaker, but to lose this game as well. And now it's they who are on the nerves, and the momentum is riding hard on BOH as they win game 4 on the back of this Ezreal who did an insane amount of damage. 57,000 damage coming out from this game. Oh, what a game, yard.
That's what we call a throw in a best of 5 series.
But game 4 honestly was a very, very close game, right? It could have gone either ways, but the Ezreal and the way he played, right? Like Foxwild, brilliant, right? Just showing up huge on that pick right here, and they got the right picks for their team. And once they got the goal lead, they just never gave it back. And they just like won the game from that. Crazy. Look at the goal. Look at the goal lead. Look at the damage being dealt from both these teams. What a brilliant game coming out from BOH, who are looking to get the 5th game also in their hands. Let's see if they are successful or are they not, because we are going to get started with game 5 very shortly, guys. And you guys are as hyped as I am, because I can see it in chat. Everyone's going crazy at this point. And Darkbreaker
again. Graves, true. You guys need to play Silver Graves now.
Silverscapes will be played for game 5. I'm absolutely positive. We are ready for that Silverscapes as well, as soon as our streamer joins the lobby. But you know, DB, I have to ask you, right, now and after draft as well, because so far, you know, everything you've said has, you know, you're like the Midas touch. Like whatever you say turns into the truth, right? It's like so now it's gonna be interesting as well. I think I'll ask you this after the draft, because it depends a lot on how these teams play.
I'm gonna say blue. If they go for, like you see, the moment they go for poking champion Ezreal, who has good late game, they win the game. So if they go for, I feel like in teamfight wise, they are playing it pretty well. So if they go for the same team composition, he did 60k damage. What? That's crazy. Momentum is in favor of BOH, but it would be interesting to see if AOT can bounce back from this.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's a cracker of a game, and the pressure's on
This is
them,
gonna be
right?
very tilting as well. Like Game 3 was tilting, but Game 4 very close,
Yeah.
and they end up losing it. This is gonna be very, very, very tilting.
Yeah,
So
they're gonna keep thinking of that game 3, I feel, right?
without looking at the draft, I'm gonna say if they don't go for early team comp, then BOH is gonna win this. Don't go for early team comp, no Lisa, no TF, you're gonna win this. But if they go for early game team comp, then maybe they're gonna throw it. Because late game scaling.
Because I think like BOH are
I'm
ready
just
for
gonna
that.
say because Game 3 was tilting, but Game 4, 26 to 26, this must be also very tilting, so I'm gonna say BOH is gonna win this.
Let's find out, because this is like coming
I'm
down
gonna
to the
wait.
wire.
I'm gonna wait for my final answer after the draft. But right now, without watching the draft, I would say BOH is gonna win this.
My god. This is gonna be crazy at this point as well. And like, chat, let us know. We wanna see AOT or BOH. Spam that. Who do you think is gonna take game 5? Will it be BOH? Will it be AOT? Because now we are in the final leg. It all boils down to this game. Right? This one game coming right here. This is it. You are in for a finals. We thought it'll be a storm 3-0, but it went to 2-2, and we're in game 5. We've been in this position time and time again, and we've seen how this ends up affecting people. We have a few minutes to go before that happens, right? But you know, I'm just reading chat, and chat's like, DB, you called it, you knew it, Illuminati confirmed.
Illuminati confirmed. True. Okay, guys.
Oh, Lord. That's
I'll hop right into game 5 soon.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a toilet break because this series is too exciting so far. And yeah, let's see how it goes soon.
Yeah, for a couple of games, it's like, it looks like AOT is gonna go, but then it just got back crazy at this point. So it's gonna be crazy, guys. Just wait and stand for a few minutes while everyone takes a quick break, because even the players need a couple of minutes, because I think the adrenaline rush that they're facing at this point is making them a little bit too this thing. So they've asked it for a break. Let's just hope we get started very, very soon. But yeah, let us know AOT or BOH in the chat, because man, oh man, it's just been a crazy series so far, right? As we head into the lobby screen at this point, and the Galio ban coming out, coming to be same for AOT at this point. They've been banning Galio since the start of the series, right? And now it's coming out to the end of the series. So BOH ban, BOH. I'm seeing a lot of BOH win coming out, less of AOT. Let's see what happens as we get into the game as well. We're just waiting for bans to get done. Orianna ban as well. They don't want to give Blizzard his Orianna at this point, so should be fun. And oh my god, I think it's going to be up to Fox, right? It really is going to be up to Fox at this point if he can get to it. Fox has to be the one that has to carry this game, because if he does not, right, I mean, I think that's been Hawk's way. Like, Fox has been the carry. As well. But I mean, the reverse sweeps tend to happen a lot because the team that is, winning the 2-0 have the momentum. But, I feel like it could still be 50-50, DB, if I'm honest. I feel like it's anybody's game.
Maybe I shouldn't predict, because I'm too good at predicting. I'm spoilering already. I'm spoilering.
You should write down your prediction on a paper and then just keep it aside. Don't tell the audience. And then once the team whoever wins, you take out that paper and say, "See, guys, I was right." Because I think at this point, yeah, people are gonna be like waiting on your prediction to decide at this point. Like if they even hear that, okay, you know what, DB saying BOH is gonna win, if they end up taking that, could be them. Bans are coming in place, by the way. Orianna, Nami, Lulu. So all the Enchanter supports are definitely being taken away. And Ezreal's up as well. I think there's no reason why Fox won't just play it again. Corki's up too. If you want to match late game, like, would you say Corki is a good response as well if you play against Ezreal?
Balance real quick. Galio, Orianna, Lulu, Nami. I'm still surprised about the... Yeah, I mean, Corki is obviously a very good poking champion in the late game. They do have a lot of picks open that they don't go for. They go for very similar comps. 2 tanks, 2 pokers, 1 peeler or 1 engager as a support. Very similar comps. But they do have the Camille jungle playmaking potential. They do have the Varus as a late game poker as well. So, curious. Maybe they're gonna switch it up a bit because so far the picks are all very similar.
They seem to be, right?
I feel like if you are in a best of 5, you should try to get the momentum by going for different comp. Because right now you lost 2 games already. Your AOT, you played 2 times a very similar comp and you lost it. So maybe you should switch it up, go for a completely different comp and try to turn it.
I think they are more than capable of doing that. Let's see if they can actually do it or not, right? Because it then comes down to AOT playing something that BOH haven't seen and BOH getting a little bit flustered by that. And when BOH will just be happy to put their money on the Fox bank at this point, right? Because it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. 2 more bans are still left to be done, guys. And yeah, we will take some questions from DB if you guys have any. So let's see what happens at this point. Prediction Breaker OP is happening in chat because they're waiting for your prediction as well. But we are going to wait till the draft phase happens before I happen. And Ziggs is the last ban. And the last ban from BOH is still yet to come. So hopefully we get that very, very soon. And guys, do not go anywhere. This is what we've all boiled down to, right? The finale of the circuit. We're in game 5. This is where nerves of steel will win you the game more than skills, I would say at this point. If you keep your nerves and you play your game, you have a better chance of winning, right? Can they reverse sweep? They've done it against TGT once. They were 2-0 down against TGT. They made the win 3-2. They're 2-0 down against AOT. They're 2-2 up again, right? Could be possible. And DB has probably seen the 14 million outcomes of this game.
Yeah, exactly. I looked into the future and then the one outcome where BOH gets the comeback.
Oh my god.
That's what's gonna happen.
Everything has to tie together.
Yeah, I'm gonna be curious about the draft. That's gonna be exciting to see if they're gonna switch up the comps maybe.
Yeah, I think that'll be too, right? Let me just ask them if they're ready to go. I think we're good to go in the picks and bans, guys. The bans have been done. The picks will be shown on your screen as well. DB and I are like super hyped as well because, you know, we were thinking it's going to be a storm, but now it's gotten to a point where game 5, super duper exciting.
It looked like a stomp. Like 3rd game, 2-0 already, 28-7, they lost it. It looked like a pretty good stomp, but they messed it up and now it's a best of 5 series. 5th game. Silver Scrapes playing already.
Let's go. Silver Scrapes on it, guys. Game 5 of the Wild Rift India circuit is now underway between AOT and BOH. AOT are on the blue side for game 1 for this game, and BOH are on the red side. The bans will be shown in front of your screen. Galio, Nami, Lulu, lots of bans are coming into this place, and I can't wait for picks, you know, DB, because that's gonna like really define how this game is gonna go. Alright, so Garen is up, so is Renekton, can be picked, but RPG-san going for his J4, he seemed to be quite confident on that pick, right? Going for it yet again. Ezreal can be picked as well for this thing. IMC can go for his Janna, but
they
IMC...
picked the Leona away. They do pick the Leona away from stacks.
Very interesting, right? We have not, honestly, we have not seen IMC
you can see the champion pool from support is kind of thin because they banned Lulu, Nami, Brahma out, Leona picked, so he's hovering Janna right now.
Yeah, and they opt for the double AD carry composition. They went Corki mid, or perhaps Kaisa Dragon lane and Corki mid lane. They go for double AD composition.
I think that's the same comp they used in game 1.
Yeah, except
like
for
double ADC, 2 tanks, and they had Nami in game 1. I think it was Nami. Now they have Janna for Q. I mean, it's pretty much the same comp again.
This Riven has been picked, Darkbreaker.
Oh, they picked Riven against
They picked Riven. Oh my lord, we are in for a very interesting battle lane right here. Riven is very strong in team fight.
I mean, it's fine because they do have 2 tanky frontline engagers already. And Riven has the potential to flank and kill Corki and Kai'Sa. So I definitely think it's not a bad pick.
Yeah, and they have Vi in game 5, not going for
they go for Twisted Fate actually. Oh, he didn't go for Xin Zhao.
Yeah, he didn't go for Xin Zhao. He went for
He went for Vi instead. I mean, Vi is also good for picking off people, but I would have preferred the Sintra because I think Sintra is just better in my opinion. Like, provides the same tankiness or better tankiness, and he has the damage block. Like he can jump in, block the damage.
Man, I'm still bamboozled with this Riven pick because we have not seen this player play Riven in competitive at all. He does play it in solo queue, right? So he's bringing out like some unexpected pickups right here, and like you said,
Volcanics really loves the Twisted Fate pick. Again, I think it's the third time now.
Yeah, he has played that for the third time this series, and there's a Tristana on Fox's side. So Tristana's playing self-peel. He's like, you know what, Leona's is gonna go win. I'm gonna play peel. And I think against a double AD carry composition, like if this goes to late, you obviously put your money on AOT, right? Because Gragas frontline as well as the Vi, the Janna to peel.
I'm not sure because they have the Tristana and Riven. Tristana late game, probably one of the strongest ADCs. Then they also have the Twisted Fate who can catch and one-shot maybe Corki Kai'Sa, because Kai'Sa is not a great poker. They only have the Corki as poke this time. So I can definitely see BOH winning the late game team fights.
Yo, there we have it. Bragbreaker has not made any prediction this game. He said it's a 50-50.
I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say, let me see. I'm gonna say BOH is gonna win this. I'm gonna go for guts.
Darkbreaker has said it. Illuminati has spoken at this point.
I'm gonna say BOH is gonna turn this.
Oh, it's gonna be great because AOT have been undefeated in any tournament in the Indian scene so far. If they lose this will be the first ever tournament loss, which is like something that they haven't faced. In the bot lane, you can see a lot of trades coming out, and Stax is already finding up with like a very low HP. So good trades coming out from BOH's bot lane already. And my god, like again, Meruem is pushing the lane out, but Gragas, I honestly think Gragas just wins that lane, right? He has so much sustain, right? I don't see a world where Riven outplays
early game, yes, but late game or mid game, I think Riven is gonna win the 1v1 pretty hard, and she has the one-shot potential to just kill Corki and Kai'Sa when Leona and Jarvan engage.
True.
She's like the
oh, you see a fight happening. Maybe J4 looking for a EQ right here, and again both of them will have to flash. Yeah, the Janna did not have a flash up, and beautiful gank from the J4, and the kill goes over to RPG-san, who gets his jungle game goal rolling.
All my money is on BOH. All my money is on BOH.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it.
Yeah,
they're gonna do it.
They have to play the early game strong too, right? BOH, because you have like Corki and Kai'Sa don't really want to fight you early, but the Jarvan and the TF and all definitely do, right? So great for them that they're able to do that.
The issue is just if they don't punish Tristana and she can farm up, Tristana late game is an absolute beast. They do have two tanky frontliners, and the issue is Twisted Fate with the CC, the Leona Twisted Fate Jarvan CC is pretty good to catch people off guard. And then if Riven finds the right flank, I can definitely see her. She jumps in, Corki, Kai'Sa, boom, one-shotted.
True. There's possibility of that. Let's see if they can play to that as well. You can see so much aggression in the early game, and Meruem ends up getting the jump.
Oh, that's a dive.
That's a throw from Mr. Crowley.
He's eating.
The ult was a little in from Crowley.
It's the tilt. It's the 5th game. They lost 2 games. It's the tilt. He's trying to make plays happen too hard, and he pays for it.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. When you are in a best of 5 series, you win the first 2 games. The 3rd game, you're super ahead. You throw it. The 4th game, very competitive. 26 to 26.
Oh, bot lane, other fights happening though. Blizzard. Oh, this time it's actually AOT's bot lane who might come out on top. They have to flash away. AMZ will get the kill, so it's a great pickup from AOT. A much needed pickup, you have to say, because if the way the first gank went on top side, right, you'd assume that people get tilted, but then the fact that the Kai'Sa gets a kill for herself is really good, and Tristana has to blow her flash as well, right? So that means that for the next dragon fight, they will not have their flashes up. So some bit of reprieve, right? And again, the game is still in even state, but at least the momentum now softly swifts back to even because of the bot lane advantage that they've gotten. They can't think a lot, right? It's all about the mental game is on, isn't it, DB? Because one wrong fight and they'll start looking at that game 3 where they could have won it all and they didn't. And now they're in a position they're about to lose it all. So
looks like the Vi, especially the Vi, tries to make plays happen too hard now. She feels the pressure. She's like, I need to make some plays happen. We need to carry. let's try to get something going. Therefore, she just dove there and died for free.
Yeah, and they want to instantly do dragon. This is what they do. Right? Whenever they see a Corki, right, they don't wait around for anything. They just like want to instantly
Oh,
dragon.
he finds the engage onto Kai'Sa. Gets a lot of
Kai'Sa has to
damage from
flash
pressure,
though. She didn't have to flash. She flashed too early. But they weren't fast enough to do the dragon. The Corki is back up again. So is the Riven, mind you. And DB, we have another 5-5 happening, but no flash on the Kai'Sa because she used it after the J4 went in. And I don't know what's happening now. BOH are the one playing the stalling game, but they jump onto the Tristana and they get the kill. They use the package on the bot side to get that brilliantly played. Crowley, I'm not sure what he's doing there. Oh, he will get a kill as well. He gets stunned. He will die in the process, but not before they get the J4. They look to get the Leona as well. The Leona will survive. The stun lands on the TOH as well. And again, the aggression from AOT comes out crazy. The Gragas ult rather repushes back. Riven is here for some bit of redemption, and can she get more than one is the question. The bot lane is still low. It's still a 3-for-2 trade, I would say, more in favor. The first tower also goes down in AOT.
That's a very good fight for Blue now. They get so many kills. They get the turret already. Okay, still Dragon fight open or Herald. Maybe they should just switch or just trade.
They can just trade it, right? But a beautiful fight, right? Let's just look back at that fight, right? Instead of using the package at the Dragon DB, they just went for the Tristana. They focused the one guy that they know, can carry, and they just got him back again, and they get the tower to boot as well, right? So they're like, you know what? Screw dragons anymore. Let's just keep on fighting. And again, you can see another fight happening. Oh, IMC does miss his third ability, and
he gets caught.
Yeah, but there is a lot of damage on his side, which he did as well. He will not die.
Oh, he's gonna survive actually.
Ooh, what's pretty darn close right here, but the amount of HP that they've blown, I don't think they should look to fight this. It could be a 4v5 right here.
They should just go for Herald now.
Yeah, but they want to fight this. It could come down to a steal. The steal is too late.
The Gragas knockup, very good.
Beautiful knockup coming as well, but they will get one kill back and they get more.
Riven is popping.
Riven is popping off, and Kale is disconnected. He's just standing there in the middle, and I don't know what happened to him at this point. Did he get stunned?
Darkbreaker.
Oh,
Black Magic.
My
Black
God.
Magic. I am prediction breaker. I said BOH is gonna win this, and they're turning this team fight completely, even though they were in the lead. Now
this is so unfortunate.
They lose two turrets in Herald.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I feel like the Corki just got stun locked and they got ace and lost the mid turret. The Riven is paying off huge Meru web in this game.
Never mind. Reset.
Yeah, they should look to get the Herald themselves actually.
Riven found I said it. The Riven found the right opening, flashed into them, and then she did so much damage and killed 2 people.
Absolutely.
Oh, 3 people even.
Yeah, they get the Herald for themselves, and now they go after the champion, and RP Sun would be in trouble. And again, they get the aggression back. That one team fight, DB didn't dissuade AOT, right? They have nerves to steal as well. They just go to dive the TF, and they get the kill onto the TF as well. Crazy.
Riven is coming. Riven is coming for the flank. That's
aggressive. Here. They have the ult as well. Can they get the Riven? Can they get the Gragas? Gragas has his damage reduction as well.
The Janna ultimate, very good.
Oh, beautiful Janna ultimate. But look at this. He could get caught right here. Crowley could be in trouble. Crowley should run away. Here comes Blizzard on the Kai'Sa, uses ultimate to get Fox as well. Fox will die. Here comes Corki as well, and AOT DB. The curse has been lifted, is it? Because AOT are the ones who get themselves 3 kills.
They can't completely.
AOT.
This is close.
You can't count this team out right here. They get the Herald. They should look to get the top lane tower as well. And even with the TF ult on their face, AOT are like, you know what, guys? We might have thrown game 3 and lost 4, but we are not losing game 5 because they get themselves a couple of kills and the goal lead as well. And again, we have a great game on our hands, TV, because again, this could go to late, and the carries on AOT are the ones with all the kills. 3 kills to the Kai'Sa and 4 kills to the Corki. So the kill distribution seems to be pretty good on the side of AOT. The Riven has 3 kills too, so she's in a great spot as well. If you look at that.
Just a 2k gold lead on Gragas. If they need to get one side turret, and then Riven can perma split push. She's so ahead. She gets some penetration. She can easily kill the Gragas, or just apply so much pressure that she can roam for free and having a 5. Like, she has a 2k gold lead already. Like, the Gragas is from this point on. The Gragas is gonna be behind no matter what, very hard. Like, the lead Riven is gonna get is gonna be very crazy. She's gonna push top lane. She might even get the turret now.
Yeah, she can possibly, right? The fact that the Riven has the 3 kills is such a great win condition. But look at the gold on the side of the Kaisa and the Corki, right? 7,500, 8,000, right? And Tristana struggling at this point, and TF also is struggling. Right? They're both behind. So it's like different parts of the team are ahead. The split push could be on. Oh, look at the mid lane
They're
catch
diving. They get the kill on TF.
Beautiful. They just keep on diving. This is what we like to see from AOT, right? Aggression, aggression, aggression. And again, the Leonard is there, but the mid lane are also goes.
Yeah,
Yep.
they do have 3 turrets now.
Yeah, now they have the turret plating as well. Blizzard on that Kaisa. You know, last time it was Kale playing Kaisa, this time it's Blizzard playing Kaisa, and both of them are playing a very good Kaisa at this point, showing why they can dish out damage. And Swifty is just, reduced to being a tank bot this game, but he's doing what he can at this point, right? He is doing what he can. And again, one more tower, 25 seconds to go. Infernal next DB. This could be spicy, right? Because this is where we see things happen. Corki can look to get his package as well. Oh my god, we are in for a crazy game fight.
I think this is going to be very close to fight.
Yeah.
It depends on who's finding the better openings.
True. The Vi also has her Stone Plate, has her anti-heal item, her Sunfire. She's quite tanky, a lot of HP as well. Riven would be the one to watch in my opinion in this team fight. If the Riven, Meruem can get the kills for his team. Oh, they're looking for a catch right here. Oh, Swifty could be double. Oh, does that flash away?
They're using it very aggressively already.
They jump onto them. The Swifty survives again. This guy keeps surviving, and this is the Corki package. Slices people in two, and they are sitting on the package and getting roasted to death at this point. As BOH lose 2 in the process, and they lose the dragon. DB, AOT have done it. They've gotten the dragon fight again, and they are on the verge to win the series. Maybe too soon, but at least a good win for them.
It's looking good for them. The Corki is popping. The Corki is very fat.
Yeah.
The Corki late game is so strong, so it will be very hard. It will be very hard for the red side team to now win the game.
Absolutely, and again, we spoke about how close this fight would be. It's a game 5 AOT game. I don't know if another throw could happen or it could not. They wanted to go after the Gragas DB, but they couldn't get it. And they wasted everything.
Coming in. Wait.
Like at this point, I don't know. I think the stun did land, but he did survive. He ended up using his barrier to do that. So TF Alt are not getting anything in return at this point.
I think if Tristana gets a shutdown on the Corki, maybe.
Oh, they want to fight again because they're going after the J4 as well. The Tristan does land. The Leona would be in tough. Luna should die away. Here comes Vayne as well. Tristana's on a rampage. No, so Tristana gets a kill. And Riven comes as well. Riven gets a kill as well. Corki will run away. The Tristana bomb is on her face. They are looking to jump. Tristana Foxwise.
Tristana trying to chase.
One more auto attack and he'll get the slow, but he does not.
Oh, nice tornado boy. I think they can still maybe dive this.
Oh, they do want to dive this.
They might try to dive your Corki. Go for Corki.
Oh, they'd want to go after the Tristana. Oh, never mind. They will survive. Oof,
are they gonna dive?
This is close.
No, they're not gonna dive.
No, they don't want to dive. They had the Janna, right? And they had the Kaisa with the
But see, the game is still very winnable for the red side. They have the late game Tristana security.
It's 2 for 2 again, right? So when they're behind, getting a 2 for 2 is not bad for BOH, like you said. But the goal is 4K, Infernal and Ocean Dragon on the side of AOT DB, right? So they definitely have a bit of advantage, at least in this game so far. Can they continue? That is the question, right? Because we've seen this in this series, right? AOT go a little bit too aggressive sometimes, but we'll have to wait and see what happens.
It really depends on if Kale gets caught, they can win. But if Kale plays the team fight correctly, he doesn't die, they should be able to win. Because late game Corki with Inferno and package is gonna be so hard to deal with. It's really up to Kale's position whether or not the blue side is gonna win or not.
Crazy. I mean, at this point,
they're trying to rush Baron here.
I was just looking at Meruem saying, this is the guy that can carry BOH right now. But again, he is in the bot side. It's a 4 for 5 at this point.
He needs to backport him by teleport.
Can he steal it?
He teleport.
Oh my god! From Crowley, and they are surviving, and BOH are winning the fight. The Riven is here. She's getting the kills. The steal happens. Redemption for BOH
as well. Corki is dead.
Oh my god! This is unexpected. Such a Chad gameplay from RPG-san. They want to dive the Blizzard as well.
It's an ace. It's an ace. It's the black magic. It's a comeback. Nice. RNG-san channeling this might god in him.
1 week ago, a couple of weeks ago, in this game, Jarvan was the one who stole Baron from BOH and they lost the game. This time, it's RPG-san on that Jarvan who steals the Baron from AOT and getting an ace. Oh my lord, is this game gonna... Oh my, I just can't say it. It's like poetic justice.
Close. It's still very close, but...
It's still very close. Yeah, but now BOH are like more
the
than back in the
shutdown
game,
is gonna
right?
be big. The shutdown is gonna be big that they got from the Corki.
Oh god, this is gonna be huge at this point. But then again, you know, the third dragon is not an Infernal as of yet, so it's not like they can use the Baron pressure to get Infernal, but they do definitely get the goal lead in their favor, right? The Riven is crazy. Meruem, super props to him for picking this
Look at the
last
gold
moment.
lead. Look at the gold lead. It's a 5k gold lead for Riven. I said it. Like, Riven outscales, and she has the huge gold lead, always pressuring now, and she has the teleport as well. I mean, it's some cooldown, but she's gonna apply so much pressure. They're gonna get so many. Get the bot
They
through,
want to get the mid lane inhibitor right now. Yeah, they don't care about the dragon. They're like, you know, just get inhibitors at this point. And you know, Meruem is so far ahead. In fact, all of the BOH's lead is on Meruem at this point. And this is now a real win condition, right? Keep the Riven on the side lane and make him get ahead and ahead and ahead. He has 6 kills. Can he make the difference happen? 3 big cannon waves are pushing.
And the moment he gets the armor penetration, it literally
BOH have they got the one in him down.
They got the mid turret already. Riven used the ultimate. I don't think they can see it anymore. They should go for mountain now.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe wait the Tristana.
Yeah, they look at the Dragon's ultimate. It's a good Dragon's ultimate. Leona should run away as well. The inhibitor is still not yet being taken, but they are quite low. They have to disengage, and they want to chase, and they really keep wanting to chase right here. Yeah, Leona's like, I will die.
Should have went for the mountain. That was too greedy.
Yeah, they made the sacrifice for it, but look at this. They don't want to stop. They keep follow up is there from AOT, and they get the Tristana. This could be a throw. They get 3 kills.
They can only get the mountain, nothing else.
Yeah,
so
I think
it doesn't
even
matter too much.
Yeah, I don't know. They want to get top. They want to get the top inhibitor, it looks like. They don't want to get mid anymore. The mid lane are pushing, and Swifty is gone to clear that, and they use this 20 seconds.
Truth, but they can't get too much out of it. It's fine.
Can they get another situation? Yeah, still fine for BOH. Not a throw, but 26 seconds to go for Baron at this point. And again, we could have a very close fight. It's going down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. This Riven has GA now, and you keep your eyes on this Riven because she is the one who's gonna make that difference happen. And Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, the Crowley's not getting to back honestly at this point. It's gonna be close.
He gets the scuttle as well. I think now, before the Baron is up, he can just go for the bot lane pressure. He should push bot lane at all times. He has the teleport to join as well. And he has the gold lead. 5k gold lead.
Oh, they've started Baron, it looks like.
They're rushing it.
But look at how low RP San is at this point.
This bad idea. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Bot lane.
Dawnbreaker is shouting, Riven go bot lane at this point, but the Riven isn't, and they started Baron.
Riven, you have to teleport. Force bot lane.
Riven has to do that. Blizzard, meanwhile, finally pushing out the bot lane wave as well, which is clamping up at this point. And you look at the scorecard right here, right? Oh my god, 58 to 59, right? It's 1k. It could be anybody's game. The inhibitor's down. The top inhibitor is also so low.
He's actually pushing top lane because the inhibitor is kind of low.
Yeah.
So that's trading mountain. Oh, please don't engage there. I don't know about that one.
Is being there.
Riven is coming in.
Also. Fight happens. The mountain dragon goes over. Let's see what happens with the carries. The carries are important. Fight goes in. But Kai's also in double. Riven is untouched.
They're losing this fight.
BOH are losing this fight. Lost this fight. AOT. Oh, so BOH has won this fight. AOT have lost. This is going to be game. AOT have done.
Oh, he gets the kill.
Oh my god, the throw. This is over. BOH have done it. Yeah,
they might be able to end it.
Yeah, they can end this BOH after so much fighting. AOT from game 3
just
to
rushing the
almost
next one.
winning.
I think they can get it.
Yeah, they got this. BOH have done it. They are the winners of the South Wild Rift India circuit right here. This is crazy. Meruem with an MVP level. Oh my god, BOH have done it. They are the winners. AOT have been dethroned right here. We went to game 5, but we went even
started with game 3. The Ari, I said it. This mistake cost them the entire series actually. Getting caught by the Darius afterwards. And Riven is just so fat. She just wipes them.
Completely wipes them. This last Riven pick from Meruem just completely changed the game, right? The way that they played in this game, the way that this game happened. AOT were aggressive, but BOH kept their calm after being 0-2 behind. They did the reverse sweep. The
Reverse
momentum.
sweep. This must. I feel bad for AOT because they were half pumping game 3. They should have won it, but now instead of winning it, they're gonna cry because they lost the series. They actually lost the best of 5 series. It's crazy.
Oh god, this is just beautiful. Like BOH have done it. The Meadowim, RPG Sound, Wall, Foxwell, IMZ, take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have won the Wild Rift India circuit. A brilliant match coming out right here from the team as well. A brilliant finals. And Darkbreaker 5-on-5 in this prediction right here. He said it. And my god, you know, like I need to call you next time I'm booking lottery tickets because you got them right every time.
Someone is writing, never invite Halfback again, he's spoiling everything. Okay, my bad.
Oh my god, this
doesn't
is...
happen anymore.
Oh man, like, but brilliant. Like, we had a great season, man, DB. Like, I hope you enjoyed the series. Like, what are your thoughts on the whole series as a whole?
I would say, we have pretty interesting picks. And yeah, I mean, obviously, a best of 5 games is very exciting. The reverse sweep as well coming in from BOH. Yeah, really well played. And Miriam in the last game on the ribbon popping off like crazy. I did say it. When she was 3-0, 2k gold lead on Gragas, I did say with that lead, she will just outscale the Gragas so hard, just keep farming, get that lead, keep split pushing, coming with a TP, and she pops off completely with a, I don't know, 5k gold lead compared to Gragas. And yeah, reverse sweep. I did call it. I didn't even call it before the draft. Because I knew it's all about momentum.
True,
momentum, tilted or not. And yeah, GG.
GG right here, man. Like, BOH through the jaws of defeat clenched out victory for themselves in this best of 5, kept their nerves, you know, made sure they kept fighting tooth and nail, and AOT have been dethroned in India. BOH, after 2 months of intense grinding, are the team that comes out on top right here. Congratulations to everyone. A valiant attempt from AOT as well, going completely to the wire on the 5th game. Like, this was their game to absolutely take it as well, but you know, BOH had other plans in this game, right? And they made sure that they made the win happen. Thank you so much, Darkbreaker, for joining us today. We had an absolute blast having you on the cast as well. I hope you had some fun. And,
yeah, thanks. It was really fun to cast this series.
Brilliant. Any closing thoughts to the audience that is watching you and the stream and anything else?
I hope you guys get World Cup soon in India. Yeah, Indian community very, very big. I think the moment it gets released, the Indian community is gonna be a huge player when it comes to Wild Rift, and obviously, like, considering that the game is not even released in India yet, the teams are playing very solid. Like, the macro is not bad. I mean, obviously, slight mistakes here and there, being too over aggressive, but overall, I think both teams played really well. Like, both solid teams. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my casting. Hashtag prediction breaker. And yeah, nice to cast the series. Feeling honored being part of the grand finals here, casting the Wild Rift India circuit.
Absolutely. There you have it, guys. Thank you, Darkbreaker, for joining us today. Thank you, Stream, for being a part of this wonderful tournament. It was 2 months in the making, lots and lots of streams. Thank you so much for tuning in as well. The Wild Rift India community loved hosting this. You know, a lot of thanks to Darkbreaker for joining us in the finals as well. You know, and we will have some content as well with the winners. We'll do some interviews later. But for now, BOH are the winners of the Wild Rift India circuit. Super well played there. AOT are the runners-up. We will look to have more things for you in the Indian Wild Rift scene till as we wait its official launch. But for now, from Darkbreaker's side and my side, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys very, very shortly. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.